passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
The stretch by Cannon. Here comes the pitch. Got it swinging. Ball game over. High fly ball to right field. He got every stitch of that one. He struck him out swinging. A complete game victory for Joseph Gonzalez.
I missed this. I will need you to fill me in.
Got him swinging with a fastball. He strikes out the side. Nice job, Zach. Fly ball. Right field. Into the night sky. It's gone. Into the tree. Gone. How about Chris Stans is going to score? Auburn wins.
Well, we've said Auburn wins 5 times to start the season. Auburn looking for number 6 today. Defensively for Wichita State, Derek Williams, David Johnson, Seth Stroh left to right. Along the infield, third to first, Alex Burge, Camden Johnson, Will Stark, Ryan Callahan. Mauricio Milan is the catcher, and Big Tommy Laporte. 6'4", 230, a freshman, rated the number 1 right-handed pitcher in the state of Missouri, coming out of Blue Springs and Blue Springs South High School. He will face Cooper Weiss, Ike Irish, and Bobby Pierce. Right-hander Weiss stands in, and we are underway. First pitch, a fastball inside, 1-0 the count. Jason Caldwell is here again. Jason, beautiful day. So much different than yesterday, isn't it?
Beautiful day, and another big right-hander for Auburn to face, and a guy that's throwing, I would guess, probably mid-90s. It looks like he is bringing it up there, and hey, true freshman, but he was so relaxed in his pregame tosses that he was doing a little dance to the Cupid Shuffle out here. So he is not nervous, or either he was pretending not to be nervous.
1-1 pitch after a swing and a miss. There's a called strike, a high strike call, but it's there. 1-2 the count. SEC umpires today, you got Hank Heminen behind the plate. Actually, could be a mix. Heminen calling the balls and strikes. Mike Snover at first, Jason Bradley at second, and Brian DeBrouwer at third base. The 1-2 pitch misses just a little bit up to Weiss, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, three pitch mix for this this young right-hander. Can he land breaking balls? We saw it last night. I think it's the same thing true today. If he lands breaking balls, then he can be a dangerous guy.
Wind and the pitch inside and fought off the hands, fouled off to the right. Still 2-2. 70 degrees, sunny skies. Winds out of the west at between 15 and 20 miles an hour. Right now it doesn't look like it's blowing that hard. It's blowing out toward left. And that helps a right-handed batter. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Again, tried to come inside, and again Weiss fought it off and kept the at-bat going. 1:01 Eastern at first pitch. Auburn in the road grays. Gray shirts, gray pants, navy blue numerals and letters, navy socks, navy batting helmets. 2-2. Off-speed pitch. He waited on it and sliced it foul down the right side. That's off the side of the seats and back onto the field of play. So Weiss did a good job there recognizing the off-speed pitch.
This is what you're looking for out of your leadoff guy. Get some pitches in, let everybody see kind of a few things, and no matter how this at-bat goes, this is a win for Cooper Weiss here to start today.
5 for 16 on the season for Weiss, another 2-2. Little bit low, and the count is full. I thought, not that it's my job to critique the umpires, but I thought Hank Heminen did as good a job behind the plate last Friday at Plainsman Park as any umpire we've seen in years. Payoff pitch, again another foul ball back to the net.
Yeah, pretty tight zone early. There are a couple of pitches that last night or this morning would have been called strikes. We'll see if it opens up a little bit, because if so, with this park, the ball flies pretty good for a minor league park here. It could be an interesting day.
Laporte again to the plate. Swing and a fly ball, right center field, tailing away. That's going to get down. It'll one-hop the wall. Weiss looking for two. Center fielder Johnson throws it back in, but nowhere near in time. Leadoff double, Cooper Weiss. That's a 5-star at bat. He fouled off multiple pitches. He didn't swing at things that were not strikes, and then he ultimately sent a tailing double to one-hop the wall in right center field.
Yeah, fantastic at bat. Didn't try to do too much. Just said, hey, I'm gonna take this pitch the other way, and drove it to the base of the wall. And hey, it was something we talked about last time. We saw the ball bounce hard off the walls. Last night, if the shortstop's there, then that's a play maybe at second base.
Third double of the season for Weiss. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside edge to Irish, 0-1. First pitch weather forecast, by the way, was brought to you by Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Celebrate responsibly. Trip on that every time. 0-1 to Irish. Cooper leads off of second. The pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. Weiss 6 for 7 in the stolen base department. Teams are 2 for 2 against Milan this year, trying to steal. Pitch outside, 2-1.
Yeah, his first career start last week. Lepore only 2 2/3 innings. Walked a couple of strikeouts, a couple of hits. I mean, like, he hasn't gone deep into games. And so for Auburn, the more pitches you can get in early on, the more chance you have of getting into the bullpen that was used pretty heavily yesterday because of the weather delays.
Well, and their top 2 guys out of the bullpen used yesterday. Here's the pitch, up and out. Irish going to see a lot of pitches up and away, I think, or down and away. They're not messing around with the inner half of the plate. 3-1 to Ike. Irish 7 for 22. Couple of home runs. He's driven in 8 here to start the season. Slightly open stance, perfectly upright. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's at the knees and over the plate for strike 2. So full counts to the first 2 batters. Wichita State, white jerseys, white pants, black numerals and letters, gold trim. Gold hats, well, gold front of the hat. The back is black, the bill is black. Payoff pitch to Irish, he walked him. Ball 4, high and outside. Good start for Auburn. Well, if you come in with the right mentality, you don't mind being the visitors today after you win the game the way you did last night and then come out with a chance to put some runs on the board right out of the gate today. Here's Bobby Pierce. 2-run homer in the 7th inning to put Auburn on top 5-3.
Yeah, this is one where with a true freshman, if you're Wichita State, you're like, hey, you might be better to be in the visitor to let the game kind of get going. Now he has to jump right on the mound, and you greet him with a double.
Wind now is blowing hard out toward right. Pierce's homer was right center last night. First pitch way upstairs, ball 1.
And a lot of those fastballs have been up on the side, and guy that's pumped up and a little extra energy right now, and he is not able to get the ball down in the zone with a fastball. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come back and try to get a breaking ball landing here.
1-0 pitch, runners lead from first and second. Here's the delivery. It's inside, gets away from Milan, but not far enough for runners to go anywhere. 2 balls, no strikes, and Auburn now can be awfully selective.
That's the key right now. If you're Bobby Pierce, you go, hey, a 6-inch circle. You get a pitch right there. If not, hey, don't give anything right here.
And very quickly, a visit out to the mound from Anthony Claggart. This is a first-year staff. Brian Green had success at Washington State. And after 4 years there, he took the job here in Wichita. He's got a whole new staff. Anthony Claggart is the pitching coach. He makes the mound visits, and he's going to go try to settle his youngster down just a little bit. He pulls the entire infield in. Is this a situation where you think Auburn is more aggressive than average or less aggressive on the base paths, considering he's having trouble landing strikes consistently?
Yeah, I think less. I think you're going to make him try to work out of this some. Already 2-0 to Pierce. I think you're not going to give him a gift right here. And so I think if you're Auburn, hey, make this guy throw some strikes, make him get into the game, and like you said, selective right now. Don't help him out. but get a pitch you feel like you can drive and that certain zone.
All right, meeting is over. 2-0 pitch to Pierce. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Whatever Coach Claggart told Lepore, at least for that pitch, seemed to work. He was right back in the zone. And now Pierce has seen one. Lepore from the stretch looks towards second a long time, now comes home, and there's a fastball fouled back. Came inner half, and now the count is even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. That is a little bit high, and the count is full. It is a little smaller zone.
It
today,
is a little smaller
yeah.
zone, but three full counts, first 3 batters. That is, that's a pressure-packed moment for a true freshman. In a setting like this.
And now time called. Did Pierce ask for that?
I think they're just making sure
Okay.
it's a full count.
Yeah, the scoreboard had said 3-1.
Yeah, I think they were just making sure.
Count is full. Weiss at second, Irish at first. No score, top of the first inning. The pitch.
Ball 4.
Inside, ball 4.
Really good at bats. They're continuing what they did last night late in the game, being very selective, being very patient, and not swinging at bad pitches.
Says a lot about the maturity of a team to have these kind of. I know it's very early, but if you're going to have any kind of hangover from last night, you're going to see it right away. And Auburn's approach has been good. Now here's Cooper McMurray with the bases loaded, nobody out, and the wind blowing to right. Left-handed hitter. First pitch to him. High fly ball. Grand slam. 4-0 Tigers, just like that.
I don't think the right fielder didn't move one step.
That's exactly what I was about to say. He didn't budge. That was, those cars are in trouble out in the parking lot beyond the right field wall. McMurray ambushed the first pitch, and Auburn leads 4-0. Second home run, RBIs 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Coop. And here's Chris Stanfield. And that'll get some activity going in the bullpen in the first inning. First pitch to Stanfield misses low, ball 1. McMurray didn't need the wind on that swing. Lepore from the wind again. There's a line drive, right field, base hit. Stanfield served it up, didn't mind going the other way. Backside single for Stanfield, his 7th hit of the season, and he's aboard, 3rd hit of the inning.
Going back to the McMurray at bat, that's the flip side of a veteran right there.
Yep.
Where, hey, bases loaded, freshman, well, you don't want to fall behind. Let's get a fastball over, and that fastball over, you're right. There are cars that are in danger. That was a 400-foot home run if it was an inch.
Now the catcher, Milan, comes out from behind the plate, gives some signs to the infield. Stanfield a threat to run, perhaps, as Javon Hernandez steps in now for the Tigers. 5 batters have come to the plate. 4 have scored. Stanfield is at first. Still nobody out. Joseph Gonzalez heads down to the bullpen just to get loose again, and the first pitch to Hernandez is a called strike.
Now's where you could see maybe a little aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, let's add another thing to think about. Chris Stanfield at first. Let's just do a little running. Maybe a hit and run. Javon Hernandez is a guy that can handle the bat really well.
Can go the other way well. He did for his first hit last night. Here's the pitch. Check swing, slider, did he go? No, says Mike Snover at first base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez 1 for 14. Really good to see him get that hit in the late stages in last night's game. The dugout celebrated it. They know he's had quality at bats, even though he didn't have the hits to show for it. Here's the 1-1 to the Auburn second baseman. Nope, throw to first, he gets away. Threw it away. Stanfield heads towards second. They scramble in the Auburn bullpen. Stanfield takes a turn. He heads to third. He makes it safely. The throw is cut off. That's a two-base throwing error. That bounced off the tarp and over the hill in the Auburn bullpen. We mentioned yesterday that the bullpens are in foul territory, just in open territory here at the ballpark. And once it bounced away from the tarp, Stanfield had all kind of time.
That's another facet of these big ballparks right here. Just like in Omaha, you throw the ball away at first base or third base, it's a long way to get to it.
Now the 1-1 pitch to Hernandez. Low and inside, 2-1. Well, as loose and as impressive as Lepore was in the pregame warm-ups.
One swing.
Yep. One swing of the bat is
double, and it threw everything different.
There's a called strike to Hernandez on the outside corner. Good fastball. Evens the count 2-2. Stanfield getting a good lead at third. Hands on hips over there after his single, and then took two bases on the throwing error. Here's the 2-2 to Hernandez. It's low. No, they called a balk. A balk is called, and Stanfield comes in to score. It's 5-0. And the youngster now is he's clearly flustered. A two-base throwing error and then a balk, allowing Stanfield to score. 5-0 Tigers, still nobody out, top of the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hernandez. Here's the pitch. It missed low and outside, and the count is full. 4 full counts to the first 6 batters of the game.
This would be the definition of laboring.
Yeah.
And it has shown up already for this young guy.
The wind and the payoff pitch. A little fought-off grounder towards second. Slow roller, scooped by Stark, and he throws out Hernandez. Javon didn't mean to swing at that. It was up and in, probably ball 4, but he got some contact on it and rolled out for the first out of the game. Now here's Mason Mainers. Mainers is 4 for 17. He hit his first homer in the orange and blue last night. That tied the game at 3 in the 7th. First pitch to him, big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I believe that's Matt Wilkinson, a right-hander, warming up for Wichita State in their bullpen. Shockers in the third base dugout as the home team. Auburn in the first base dugout. Another swing and a miss by Mainers. That one elevated a bit more. It's 0-2. 5-0 Auburn. A grand slam by Cooper McMurray. The big belt here in the inning. 0-2 to Mainers. Got him looking. Another fastball. Brought it back down a little bit, and he caught Mason looking for something else. And now 2 away in the first.
Yeah, you see a guy that's like kind of mad there. I didn't feel like there was going to be any wasted pitches. You already thrown 25 or 30 pitches in the first inning. He was like, I'm coming right after it. I think the same thing here for Cale Strickland, his first start for the Tigers.
First start, first at bat of the year, right-handed hitter Strickland. Lepore's first pitch to him. A little bit high, ball 1. 34 pitches here in the first inning for Lepore. Wind in the delivery. There's a called strike. Evens the count to the catcher. Strickland is out of Watkinsville, Georgia, 5'10", just under 200 pounds. The pitch. That's lifted into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Strickland in his first at bat punches a single to right center. And the dugout gives him a hand, as you might expect. So a 2-out single, and Auburn bats around in the first inning. Here's Derek Fabian. Fabian, the transfer from Florida, has now started 4 of the 6 games at third base. 6'3", 190, strong right-handed hitter. 3 for 10 to start the season. He's driven in a half a dozen runs. First pitch to him. Just a little bit high.
Yeah, it is. It is a tight zone.
Ooh.
It sure is. That's a pretty good pitch.
That was a good pitch, and it was a strike most of the time last night. It's worked to Auburn's advantage here in the first inning against the freshman Lepore. He comes set. He deals. And there's a fly ball on an off-speed pitch. Fabian got under it. Into center. Johnson looks up, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But Auburn did some serious damage. 5 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 big error and 1 runner left on base. The Tigers put together, 4 hits in the inning. But the big one was the grand slam by Cooper McMurray. 5-0 Auburn as Wichita State comes to bat, and we see Joseph Gonzalez for the first time today. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast. Randy Burcham.
Dr. Jan Davis.
I'll never forget the 4th flight of the space shuttle, STS-4, had T.K. Mattingly and Hank Hartsfield on that flight. Now, in those days, there were only 2 people on the mission, so they were the only 2, and they were both from Auburn, and I was so proud that they were Auburn astronauts. And I met them when I came to Marshall to thank the people from Marshall, and they talked about how that orange tank needed a big blue stripe around it, and I thought that was just really neat. In fact, I have it on my wall. They had the Auburn Creed made with calligraphy, and so I have a copy of that. It's very special to me that we carry the Auburn Creed into space.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Well, Joseph Gonzalez is staked to a 5-run lead, 5-0 Tigers after a big top of the first. Now the bottom of the inning, you'll face Johnson, Milan, and Callahan for Wichita State. Here's the defense behind Joseph. You got Mason Mainers in left, Chris Stanfield in center field, and Bobby Pierce in right. Along the infield on the corners, Derek Fabian at third, Cooper McMurray at first, and up the middle, Cooper Weiss at short, Javon Hernandez at second. Cale Strickland gets the call behind the plate, and Joseph Gonzalez makes the start. His second start of the season, gave up 2 hits in 5 innings in his season debut a week ago, and his first start in a year. Gonzalez, in that outing, 1 unearned run, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. He threw 69 pitches in 5 innings. Got a couple of inning-ending double plays, and we'll see how much sink he's getting early in this one. The right-hander winds and deals. And the first pitch, called strike at the knees on the inside edge. Good start.
Yep, and 6 lefties in the lineup for Wichita State here. So it's going to be important to see if Joseph can pitch to both sides of the plate and, like you said, keep the ball down and get that sink.
First of those lefties is Camden Johnson, and the pitch is lined to left field. Mainers in his tracks. Makes the catch and a 2-pitch out. At one point in the game last week, Gonzalez faced 9 straight batters in which the result of the at-bat came in 3 or fewer pitches. 8 of them were outs. 1 was a hit, but
that's when he is at his best.
Yeah.
Efficiency is his game.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a big strikeout guy. Make pitch to contact and let his defense work.
Here's Mauricio Milan, the catcher. First pitch, strike 1. Joseph's got to be happy the temperature's up around 70. The pitch sliced, right side foul, 0-2.
You get some sunshine. Always helps to loosen up the old shoulder.
Right. And last week it was not 70.
No.
We're in the 40s last week. Milan waits, and the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did not go, missed with an off-speed pitch inside.
It's a really good 0-2 pitch, though.
Yeah. Milan 7 for 15 to start the season. He was 2 for 4 yesterday, scored a couple of runs. Pitch grounded left side, fielded by Fabian on the run. Catches, throws, in time, 2 gone. His two batters, Joseph looks pretty good early.
Well, throwing strikes.
Yep.
That throwing strikes and down in the zone. That's where he has to live. And, if he can do those things, and again, he's going to give up contact, and that means he'll give up some hits. But he wants to be a guy that, like I said, lets his defense go back there and work behind him.
Here's Ryan Callahan. First pitch to him misses just off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Left-handed hitter.
Yeah, not much on the arm side of the plate so far for these pitchers.
To the wind. The step and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Callahan, 8 for 17. He's walked 4 times. That's the most for the Shockers. 1 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off to the left, out of play, 1-2. Callahan struck out a couple of times yesterday. He's driven in 3 runs. Wichita State as a team is hitting .320 through their first 4 games. And the 1-2 pitch to Callahan. Little dribbler left side. Fabian charges, fields, throws, there's the out. So a fly out and 2 ground outs, and Gonzalez makes quick work of the Shockers in the bottom of the first. 5-0 Auburn through 1. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings.
Carrier, a proud partner of Auburn Athletics and special needs assistance stations for you. Turn to the experts with Carrier.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
Well, we look at our pocket watch and we see that it took about 25 minutes to play the first inning, but most of that was Auburn.
It was a positive 25 minutes.
Yeah, you'll take innings like that. Weiss, Irish, and Pierce, the first 3 in the order, due up in the second. That's also a good sign if you're just tuning in. Auburn scored 5 runs in the first inning. Cooper McMurray, a first pitch grand slam. And Lepore is back out there to start the second. And it'll be interesting to see how long he goes and what Auburn does against him the second time around. They do have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. They used 4 bullpen pitchers yesterday, including the 2 guys that at least Auburn considered to be their top 2 relievers. Here's the pitch to Weiss, and it misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Weiss doubled to right center after a lengthy at-bat. Came around to score on the McMurray grand slam. Wind in the pitch. There's a strike. Good pitch on the inside. Black.
You can see the arm talent. It's there. Just a matter of, can Auburn continue to make him locate pitches?
Pitch, swing and a miss. Had a home run cut. 1-2. Oh, thank you, George. Just delivered some Whataburger to the booth. Pitch. Off speed, misses down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Weiss. Five runs in the first for the Tigers, and then Joseph Gonzalez retired the side in order. The pitch. Misses low. Full count again. 10 batters faced, and he's gone to a full count 5 times. And Lepore steps off.
And that's how you throw 40-plus pitches in 1+ innings yet to get to that first out in the second.
3-2 pitch. High, ball 4, he walked him.
I would be surprised if there's not a move made pretty quickly here.
Yep. Again, the question is going to be, though, how many...
Correct. How much can you cover? You got another game to play, too.
Exactly. Second inning brought to you by Southern Union as Ike Irish steps in. New path to the Plains, runs through Southern Union State Community College. Move seamlessly to Auburn. Complete a bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the Plains. Irish takes ball one, high and outside.
Yeah, after got the ball down some to the end of that first, back up and away on that arm side again to start the second inning here.
Irish walked in the first.
He'll be careful here. If he grooves one, Ike is going to be hacking.
Pitch. Off the end of the bat, roller to third. Third baseman Fields goes to second for one and on to first. No chance for a double play. Just a cue shot off the end of the bat. It's a fielder's choice. Credit Burge for coming up to get it on the grass. To try to turn two, they get the force at first base for the first out. Irish is the runner at first now with one down for Bobby Pierce. Pierce walked in that first inning. 44 pitches for Lepore. Bobby straightens up in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch. Fly ball, right field. That's deep. That is out. Pierce's second home run in his many games. Second home run for the Tigers already today. It is 7-0. First pitch. Both homers today have come on the first pitch of their respective at-bats. Bobby Barrels does it again. And again, these are no doubters. Stroh out in right field. Really didn't give that one chase. Didn't have to. Auburn is just smashing the ball, and that is going to do it for Lepore. 5 in the first, 2 here in the second. And a new pitcher for Wichita State. This looks like it'll be Matt Wilkinson, who will be making his first appearance of the season. Before we take the break on the call to the bullpen, because we're not going to have a lot of info on Wilkinson making his first appearance of the season, let's go to the Yellowwood scoreboard. There's not much going on there so far in SEC baseball. Only one other game. Tennessee scored 9 runs in the bottom of the fourth, and the Volunteers lead Albany 9-1. They play in the 5th inning in Knoxville. Everything else is later today in the league. We'll update some SEC basketball scores as we go along as well. But Auburn's bats are white hot to start this game today. 7-0 Tigers lead. 1 out. Top of the second inning, and Wichita State makes a Conecuh sausage call to the bullpen.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Well, Auburn was dialed in on Tommy Laporte today. It's Matt Wilkinson who's on out of the bullpen. A record of 1-1 last year for the Shockers, an earned run average of 3.5, 18 appearances, all in relief, 18 innings, 14 hits, 10 runs, 7 of them earned, 8 walks, 17 strikeouts. He gave up 4 doubles and a homer, and teams hit .226 against Wilkinson last year. He's a senior, 6'2", 195, a right-hander out of Park High in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. So Wilkinson is on. He's the second pitcher of the day. And Lepore, Auburn was just dialed in, as we said, against him. 7 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. He balked in a run. He faced 12 batters through 45 pitches, 24 of them 4 strikes.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the book, strike thrower.
Yeah.
And for after being full count, Right there looking for somebody. Hey, see if somebody can get ahead and throw strikes. I don't expect to see a first pitch fastball right here.
Yeah.
To Cooper McMurray after the 2 home runs on first pitch fastballs. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get me over slider or something right here to get a strike.
Wilkinson's fastball, upper 80s, low 90s. He has a slider and change as well. Lefties hit a little better than righties, as you'd expect. He's a right-handed pitcher. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. It was not a fastball. This is his first action of this season after those 18 outings a year ago for the Shockers. The 0-1 pitch to McMurray. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, a little change or something. Kind of sinking action of going away from the lefties. So a different look definitely for Auburn now on the mound.
To the wind and to the plate. Swing and a ground foul on another off-speed pitch. It's 1-2. Seven nothing, Auburn in front. Scoreboard here says 6-0.
It's 6-0.
There it
the
is.
count's wrong.
Now the pitch. Low.
I think it's
2-2.
2-2.
Yep.
Yes. He's trying to give them an idea that it's 2-2.
Hank Eminen just told him.
And nobody was listening.
There it is. Hey, there we go. All right, scores right, counts right. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, low again. Counts full. McMurray absolutely hammered the first pitch he saw from Lepore for a grand slam over the right field wall. The wind was howling out to right at that point. It's howling out there again.
Yeah, fly ball's going to have a chance today anywhere in this park.
Payoff pitch. Low, he walked him. Good at bat.
Really good at bat after the grand slam the last time to kind of be patient and wait on the pitch and not get it. That was a really good at bat.
He got a heavy dose of off-speed pitches there. We'll see if Stanfield gets a fastball. Chris singled, went from first to third on a pickoff attempt, a throwing error, and then scored on a balk. Stanfield, 3 doubles, 4 runs driven in this year. Pitch. That's over for a strike, 0-1. Was that the fastball?
I think that was the fastball.
All right. In upper 80s, maybe 90 every now and then. Wilkinson leans over, looks over his left shoulder at first. McMurray's not going anywhere. Here's the pitch to Stanfield. Off speed and just downstairs, 1-1. Milan does a pretty good job of framing. Big hole on the right side there as they hold McMurray. Auburn leads 7-0, 1 out, second inning. The stretch, Wilkinson deals, and it misses low.
Auburn is not fishing.
No.
They're making the breaking ball be up, and has not been up to this point. See if now Chris Stanfield can get a fastball to drive somewhere.
Wilkinson again straightens up, comes set at the belt, and throws to first. And McMurray's back safely. You know, without...
You got caught leaning a little bit. Gabe kind of shrugs like, what are you doing?
Well, first the pitch. 2-1 to Stanfield. Fly ball center field. That's well hit. Johnson goes back. Wind pushing it to the warning track, and Johnson reaches up and makes the catch. Well, you could see Johnson have to track that ball a little more late and then had to jump to make the catch shy of the wall. Stanfield gave it a ride. Deep ballpark. And Johnson had just enough room to make the catch. 2 down. And now here is Hernandez. Javon grounded to second. Last inning. McMurray at first, now 2 away. Wilkinson delivers. It is outside and high, 1-0. 5 runs in the first, 2 more here in the second. Tigers lead 7-zip. Their second game in the Jax College Classic. Auburn 7-5 winners over Iowa last night. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Hernandez. There's a called strike, off-speed pitch, 1-1. Went away from Javon. McMurray edges away from first base. Shakes that right hand out. He's ready to sprint. Here's the 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Wilkinson's pace slows down a bit here with a runner at first. Checks his wristband, gets the pitch call.
Yeah, interesting. Cooper's a really good base runner, not the fastest guy, but he has some wow about him. And
Pitch. Bouncing ball up the middle, shortstop side. It'll be fielded by Johnson. Underhand scoop to second for the force, and the inning is over. But Auburn gets 2 more runs on just 1 more hit. They took advantage of a walk. The homer by Bobby Pierce extends the lead. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning here in Jacksonville. It's now 7-0 Tigers. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the weekends at Vintage 2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
7-0 Auburn. We go to the bottom of the second. Joseph Gonzalez retired the side in order. He'll face the middle third. Gustafson, Williams, and Stroh. It's a chicken sandwich, Mike, but thanks for asking. 7-0 Auburn, just offensively dialed in to start this game. Thanks to those of you listening on great radio stations throughout the state of Alabama, like WHEP in Foley, the Auburn Sports Network's longest-running continuous affiliate. Here's Gustafson, stands in from the left side. First pitch from Gonzalez, misses low, 1-0. Gustafson, the DH, 4 for 11. And 2 of those 4 hits came last night. There's a called strike, 1-1. Gonzalez, 10 pitches in the first. 1-1 to the cleanup man. Fought off foul left side, came on that inner half again. Gustafson flied it left, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gonzalez ready. Strickland gets set. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Still a ball, 2 strikes. Going to have to throw a whole 5 pitches to Gustafson in this at bat. The delivery. Fly ball center field. Stanfield gives it a run toward left center. They had him shaded that way. That's solid defensive positioning. Stanfield makes the catch for the first out. Chris especially was several feet toward left center, so he didn't have as far to go.
Yeah, and the wind also holds that one up for you because it's slicing away from you a little bit, but the wind held it up and allowed that to be an easy play.
Here's Derek Williams. He was 1 for 5 last night against Virginia. The 1 hit, a home run. Pitch from Gonzo hits him. Just didn't get the break. So Wichita State has a base runner. Williams hit by a pitch. Now here's Seth Stroh, the right fielder. Stroh has a homer. He's driven in 7. That's tied for tops on the team. He's 5 for 18 on the year. He has struck out 7 times. That's the most on the club. Big hole on the right side. If he's able to pull one, he should be able to get it through there. First pitch to him. Fouled straight back, 0-1.
Big outfielder. Listed at 6'4", 250.
Goodness.
Yes, right fielder, and he is.
He doesn't look 250 to me.
He is big.
Yeah, he is.
He did. He looked at when he was out in right field. We were talking about him in pregame.
Fair.
It's a big boy.
Strickland sets up inside. Gonzalez pitch. Lined into center field. That's a base hit. Big turn at second for Williams. He's on his way to third. The throw there comes in just behind him. So a base hit for Stroh. He used every bit of that 6'6", 250 to muscle that one on out there. Williams goes first to third, and they're at the corners with 1 out for Davin Johnson, the center fielder. Auburn's corner. Well, everybody except Hernandez comes in. We'll see.
I think a little
double play depth.
Yeah, alignment for them. Kind of figuring out what they want to do. Like corners in.
Middle back, looking for 2. Johnson has pretty good speed. The first pitch to him misses outside, a ball, no strike.
You know, and it's one of them where you got to. There's no corners right now. It's you're kind of hard to the plate pitching for both these guys. Joe's has been able to go so far, but if you have to groove pitches, then these are guys that can make you pay.
1-0. Outside and low, 2 balls, no strike. Johnson 3 for 13, an RBI. They only have a couple of stolen bases this year, and Johnson has 1 of them. So a tough guy to double up. The pitch, outside, 3-0. Alex Burge, the third baseman, is on deck. Gonzalez takes a short walk off the rubber. Working from the stretch. Joseph comes set, comes home, and catches that inside corner, 3-1.
You know, and Joseph works from the stretch almost exclusively, but it's just different when you put runners on base. It just changes everything about it. And right now, he could use a double play ball right here.
Got 2 of them last week. Here's the delivery. High fly ball to right, and that is well out of here. A home run for Davin Johnson. His first home run of the season. Wichita State is on the board. It is 7-3, Auburn. First home run allowed by Gonzalez this year. A 3-run blast. And it'll bring up Alex Burge. And with the bases clear, Gonzalez will go back to the line. That wind is really screaming out toward right field.
Yeah, none of these have needed it. No. But that ball was crushed.
Got a hitter's count. Joseph fell behind 3-0, 3-1. Pitch to Burge. That's through there for a strike. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Burge 2 for 7 this year, the pitch. Low and outside, 1-1. Mentioned all those left-handed hitters, 6 lefties in the lineup today for Wichita State. Johnson, a lefty, homered, now the 1-1, fouled back, 1-2.
Yeah, I think getting a little deeper into this one, and you'll start to see Tanner Bauman become a threat to be a guy that gives you some innings here.
Gonzalez steps into the wide. Here's the delivery. Just missed the outside corner.
He's just not giving the arm side strikes.
And he's not giving it to anybody.
No, to anybody. It's just, it's been the same, but it makes it really tough to pitch when you only have one side in the middle of a plate.
The 2-2. Fouled back again. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's trying to attack that inside corner to the lefties. And Burge is fighting it off. Gonzalez offers. Popped up, out of play, left side. Good group of Auburn fans here this weekend. I wonder how many of the folks in the stands here are just locals who are out to enjoy baseball on a sunny day. There's a lot going on in this area. Here's the 2-2 pitch again. And that is hit high into right field. Pierce is there. Makes the catch, 2 down. That was in on the hands as well, and Burge got up underneath it, 2 down. Now Will Stark, the second baseman. This is his first start of the year. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. (7-3) Tigers, bottom of the second inning. 70, sunny, and windy here in Jacksonville. The pitch by Gonzalez. A little bit low, 1-0.
Yeah, the ball is flying. It flew last night even in kind of heavier, damp air. It is flying today.
The pitch. Strike called, 1-1.
We've seen Joseph be mostly fastball. If he could find that change, find that sinker a little bit, it would be really beneficial today.
Wonder if you start seeing that the second time through a little more. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go?
That's just a really good pitch that he's just not giving that right now.
He did not offer at it, and it was just off the outside corner. Again, didn't miss by much. 2-1 the count. Fabian even with the bag at third. The pitch. That one just a tad bit up. Close. But ball 3. Another hitter's count to the number 9 hitter. The delivery. Outside, ball 4. That one missed by more than the others. Now back to the top of the order, and Camden Johnson, who flied out to left field his first time. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Gonzalez has thrown 25 pitches just here in the second inning. He's at 35 for the game.
Yeah, and he's forever has been I won't say a soft contact guy, but
it's swung on, missed, nothing in one.
That's the pitch that he's got to kind of start to find a little bit, because his fastball, while it's good, his fastball is good because of his others. And we've seen you can throw 100 miles an hour now, and if these guys know what's coming, then they're going to tee off on it.
A 3-run homer for the Shockers here in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Just missed that inside edge. 1-1. Runner leads from first. That's Stark. Pitch. Hammered foul. Right side on the ground. Came up and in. And Johnson tomahawked it foul. 1-2. (7-3). 2 outs, 1 on, bottom 2. Gonzalez from the stretch again comes home. And he missed inside. 2-2. Johnson 1 for 4 on the weekend here in Jacksonville. Strickland sets up inside. There's a throw to first instead. This is Strickland's first start behind the plate, so obviously nobody's tested him on the base paths yet. Wichita State has only stolen a couple of bases through 4 games. Here's the pitch. Off speed, didn't get the call.
It's going to be really difficult to pitch today.
He's
without getting those kind of calls.
He's being consistent, so I'm not being critical, but Hank Heminen's a guy you don't want around on Christmas or birthdays.
No.
He's not giving you anything.
No, nothing.
The delivery. Ground ball back to Gonzalez. Off the hands. Joseph fields and throws, and he gets out of the inning. So Gonzo had to labor a little bit there in the second. Wichita State took advantage of a hit batter, a single. They got a 3-run home run. They are on the board. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. All right, we're through 2. Auburn still on top. Your score 7-3. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
War Eagle, it's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccinations during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are all up to date on all recommended vaccines, including COVID-19 and flu. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
I'm Stuart Vance with the Vance Law Firm, and we're excited to be a proud partner of Auburn Athletics. This Auburn baseball season, the 3rd inning of every home game is sponsored by the Vance Law Firm. We're located right here in Central Alabama and ready to work for you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, let the Vance Law Firm get you the compensation you deserve. Call us today for a free consultation. It's as easy as dialing 3 for me, 333-3333.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
7-3, Auburn on top. We go to the 3rd inning. Bottom 3rd of the order due up Maynard, Strickland, and Fabian. Matt Wilkinson came on in relief, walked the first guy that he faced, got a fly out and a ground out to end the 2nd. All 7 runs for the Tigers charged to the starter, Tommy Lepore. And you better keep the hammer down offensively against this Wichita State bunch. They will keep swinging the bats. Mainers struck out in the 1st. Left-handed hitter against the righty Wilkinson, and an off-speed pitch misses way outside. It was in the right-handed batter's box. 1-0 the count. The pitch. That's through there for a strike. 1-1 to the Auburn left fielder. Wind for the moment fairly calm, blowing in slightly. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He waved at one that was outside. A ball and 2 strikes to Mainers. Pitch from Wilkinson. That's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weiss led off each of the first 2 innings. He reached both times, so Mainers trying to make it 3 innings in a row. The leadoff guy gets on. The pitch just missed outside. Counts full, 3-2. Again, he's being consistent. So the Auburn hitters can be even more selective. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, foul, pass first between the line and Carl Nonamaker, who just watches it, hands on hips. 7 runs on 5 hits. Auburn has 2 home runs today. 3 runs, 2 hits, and an error for Wichita State. The Shockers' runs came on a 3-run blast. The pitch. Outside ball 4. And Auburn does get the leadoff man on for the 3rd consecutive inning. And Cale Strickland singled to right center his first time. Batting 1,000 on the season. Don't forget, men's basketball plays at Georgia in 4 hours. Airtime 4:30 Central Time.
I hope we're done.
Yeah, me too, for a lot of reasons. Network logistics, not the least of them. First pitch to Strickland. Here it is. High and tight, ball 1.
I don't think Hank Hemminen has anything else to do today, personally.
He's enjoying the sunshine, isn't he?
I get a little work in.
Uh-huh. Left-hander loosening in the bullpen for Wichita State. The pitch, it's high, ball 2 to Strickland.
It makes it really difficult to pitch when you know how small the zone is. And you know, I'm trying to be precise, but I don't want to groove one either.
It changes your approach as a hitter too, doesn't it?
Everything. You go, hey, I'm looking for something in a very specific zone.
Throw to first. Mainers back head first. He does not have a stolen base attempt.
And this would not be where you want to be aggressive right now. I mean, because of this, you want to make some guys throw some pitches, but you got a chance for a few more walks.
Wilkinson comes set, throws to first again, and chases Mainers back. Why not? We are in the top of the 3rd inning. We're on pace for about 4 hours, aren't we? We're on pace to cut it close. The delivery. There's a strike. 2-1. Strickland, feet wide apart. 2-1 delivery. There's a called strike 2.
Right. That side has been a little bit more forgiving.
Mm-hmm. And let's see if Wilkinson goes back there again on the 2-2. He's battled back.
Got some room on the right side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he does pitch away to a right-handed batter, holding the runner on, right side's wide open. Another throw to first, close play. Mainers dives back in head first. That was the closest of the 3 throws so far. Do you know which bridge that is off in the distance? They have a lot of bridges. 2-2 pitch first. Here it is. Grounded foul at the plate. Just did get a piece of it. Still 2-2.
Don't know the name of that one. All right. Try to find out.
Thank you, George. The Red Bridge. Yes, it is. There's a blue one over near the hotel. 2-2. Off speed, misses down and in, 3-2. Lepore walked 4. Wilkinson walked Mainers to start the inning, and he's gone full to Strickland. Let's see the youngster bear down here. The 3-2 pitch to the Auburn catcher. Here it is, runner goes, grounded left side, gloved by the third baseman, sending the runner, keeps him out of the double play. It's fielded by Burge, he throws out Strickland. Mainers is in scoring position with 1 out. They sent the runner on the 3-2 pitch, and it was hit sharply on a hop to Burge, even with the bag at third base. If Mainers isn't running, they got a real chance to turn 2. Instead, Fabian bats with a man in scoring position and 1 down. 4-run lead for the Tigers here in the top of the 3rd. You'd love to be able to answer back offensively, though, after Wichita State put 3 on in the 2nd. First pitch is upstairs to Fabian, 1 ball and nothing.
Yeah, I think it's going to take more than 7 today.
Yeah.
Based on home plate umpire, based on the wind, the way the ball's carrying, the firmness. It's going to take some runs to win this game.
Wilkinson straightens up, looks towards second, looks home, spins, throws to second. He's safe. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. One ball, no strikes. Pitch to Fabian. Misses low, 2-0. Five in the first, 2 in the second. Auburn bats here in the 3rd, leading 7-3. Virginia and Iowa will play later today. Auburn plays Virginia tomorrow. Pitch to Fabian, nowhere close, down and outside. And it's 3-0. Wilkinson, about an inning per outing guy last year. He may be reaching his max. He's at 31 pitches. Drew Iverson is in the bullpen for the Shockers. Pitch from Wilkinson. There's a strike down the middle. Fabian was not about to take the bat off the shoulder. Three balls, one strike to the Auburn third baseman. Runner at second, one down, top of the third. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's outside and low, and he's walked 2 in this inning.
Yeah. I don't think you'll see him hang around.
Again, the issue for Wichita State is just availability of guys. With a game tomorrow, now 2 of the 4 relievers only went a third of an inning yesterday. They could probably come back tomorrow. That was Caleb Anderson.
I have an answer while they're making a visit to the bullpen. Matthews Bridge.
That's Matthews Bridge?
That's the Matthews
All
Bridge.
right. It's a beautiful picture. There's a visit to the mound here, and that will be all. It'll be Iverson who comes in for Wichita State. Before we go to break, though, just describing at the Jaguars practice facility beyond the center field wall, big Jaguar head logo facing the ballpark. You've got beyond the right field wall the Jaguar Stadium, Everbank Stadium, and some parking and palm trees between baseball and football. And then right in between those football facilities, you got that Matthews Bridge off in the distance. Really picturesque here at the ballpark. All right, that'll do it for Matt Wilkinson. He's out of there after a relief stint. Third pitcher of the day for Wichita State is coming in on this Alabama Power call to the bullpen.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The new pitcher is a freshman, 6'4", 220, Drew Iverson. He is from Plattsmouth, Nebraska. He has appeared in 1 game this year, pitched a third of an inning, zeros all around. So he faced 1 batter and got that batter out. And now Iverson is on to be the third pitcher of the day for Wichita State. Wilkinson's outing. Out of the bullpen, 1 inning, 3 walks. Faced 6 batters, walked 3 of them, threw 33 pitches, only 14 of them for strikes. Did not give up a hit. And as the lineup turns over, Cooper Weiss will be the first to greet Iverson. While we have a chance, let's update the Yellowwood scoreboard. SEC basketball, 2 games in progress now. Arkansas leads Missouri 69-59, 4.5 minutes to go in Fayetteville. Tigers in danger of falling to 0-14 in conference play. Number 24, Florida, having its way with Vanderbilt. It's 40-23 Gators. They're early in the second half. And all the other action is later today, including your 14th ranked Auburn Tigers at Georgia. That is a 5 o'clock Central start. Network pregame coverage at 4:30. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey in Athens, Paul Ellen in our Auburn Sports Network studios for that game. Other SEC baseball games, they're underway in a trifecta. LSU and Northern Illinois underway in Baton Rouge, South Carolina and Belmont playing in Columbia, Georgia and Northern Kentucky and Athens. Those games all just underway within the last few minutes. Tennessee leads Albany 15-2 in the bottom of the 6th in Knoxville. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard. Weiss shows bunt and takes a ball inside on the first pitch from Iverson. Not a lot on the book on Iverson. From the stretch, the lefty checks second twice, comes home, and gets a called strike call. Yeah, 1-1. Again, it's
different on the umpire's right side.
Yeah,
absolutely it is.
Iverson's mom played basketball for Concordia University. The pitch, swing and a miss.
Oh, the big guy. That's a big lefty on the mound right now for Wichita State.
Yeah. Listed at 6'4", 220. I feel like that's kind of like the baseline to.
He looks a little bigger than that, to be quite honest.
Like a combine when they hold baseball camps. Here's the 1-2. Runners go. Pitches inside. Throw down to third. Is dropped by the third baseman.
And the umpire gets an assist there because that ball goes off the glove of the Wichita State third base. It would have been in left field. That would have been a run for Auburn had it not hit the umpire.
Hey, the throw was a good one from Milan and probably in time to get Mainers at third base, but Burge couldn't hold it. So Mason gets his first stolen base. Fabian down to second. 2 in scoring position. Pitch was a ball inside to Weiss. 1 out, 2 on. Infield comes in for the Shockers. The pitch missed inside.
He's just not going to give that pitch.
Nope.
He hasn't yet.
Is it fair to say that that same location on the other corner
would have been a strike?
Probably is a strike.
I think that's 100% a strike on the other side. And you go back there, I don't know how many more times you can try to pitch inside to righties at least.
Because it's established now. Here's the 3-2 pitch with 1 out. Swing and a foul ball, just got a piece of it right side. Top of the 3rd inning, Auburn leads 7-3. Tigers have out-hit the Shockers 5-2. Runner at third is Mainers. Fabian is at second. Infield is in for Wichita State. Weiss has walked and doubled today. And the 3-2 pitch to the Auburn shortstop is on the way. And it's low and outside, ball 4. He's worked his second walk of the afternoon. That is the 7th walk issued by Wichita State pitchers here in the first 2+ innings. And here's Ike Irish. Auburn has now drawn 51 walks through the first 5+ games. Pitch to Irish off speed, missed that corner. 1 ball, no strikes. It's just not there. Outside corner to lefties, inside corner to righties.
If you're like Irish, you can sit on a certain pitch here, see if you can get a fastball over the middle of the plate and drive one somewhere.
Bases loaded, pitch to Irish. There's a strike call. Got that outside corner. He brought it in ever so slightly.
A little bit. Yeah, that was just enough.
I think it legitimately was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's
probably middle half, but we made it just look like the outside corner.
Made it the corner, sure. Irish today has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. He scored twice. He swings here and lines it into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. They will hold the runner at third. Tigers play station to station. Ike Irish with an RBI single. It's now 8-3 Auburn. That was almost a jam shot. He got it in on the inner half. Irish pushed it out to center for the RBI single. Weiss down to second. Fabian to third. Mainers scores on the play. Leadoff walk. Tigers cash it in.
Bobby Pierce up, bases loaded, lefty. An opportunity to continue to add to this lead, and I think it would be a good thing to do today since we're still just in the 3rd inning.
Here's Pierce. First pitch to Bobby. Inside, ball 1. Thanks to those of you listening on affiliates throughout the state like Jax 2, 100.5 FM in Birmingham. Pitch to Pierce, off speed, that's over for a strike. It's 1-1. Also WWIC AM 1050 in Scottsboro. We are glad to have you with us. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3 on for Auburn, 3rd inning. Pitch to Pierce, ground ball right side, off the second baseman's glove. He will have no play. He throws to first anyway. It's late, and the Tigers get another run. It's 9-3.
Really good swing and a good at bat for Bobby Pierce. Just going the other way, hard hit ground ball. I mean, I think it should be a base hit there. I don't know that that's a play that, because of the short hop there, no, they rolled him in there.
Wow. That's a tough error on start.
That's a really tough error.
He had to go to his left, and he had to back up, and it deflected off of his glove. Now, if he makes it cleanly, he gets the out, but would have been a really tough play. Here's McMurray, first pitch to Cooper, up and away, ball 1. Cooper has hit a grand slam, and he has walked. Weiss now the runner at 3rd, Irish at 2nd, and Pierce at 1st. Really good athleticism on the base path. Lefty-lefty matchup at the plate, the 1-0 to McMurray. Outside and low, nowhere close. It's 2-0.
2-0. I'm guessing that Cooper McMurray is going to be going for the downs if he gets an opportunity here to have 2 grand slams in the same game. 2-0 pitch.
Yeah.
You got to think, you got to come in here at some point.
9-3, Tigers lead. They've scored in every inning. The 2-0 at the knees for strike 1.
That's a good pitch.
Fastball, and I mean just right at the bottom of the strike zone. They play McMurray to pull. Probably a good idea. 2-1 offering to Coop. Way outside, 3-1. Well, you give in and give him anything to hit.
Yeah, or you don't have any choice at this point. It's 9-3.
Yeah.
But you got to be selective. I wouldn't be.
It could be 13-3 with one swing.
It could.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he threw him a fastball down the middle,
He
didn't
tried to make it 13-3 for sure. And you still got another opportunity. You still got to come in there at 3-2. For Cooper here, hey, cut it down. Half that swing's still a home run today.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially if you pull the ball. So right here, just try to get one to the outfield somewhere.
3-2 pitch to McMurray. Tiger at every base, 1 out, 3rd inning. Pitch. Line drive over the glove of the leaping shortstop and into left field. An RBI single for McMurray. It's now 10-3. Well, Johnson gave it everything he had. Timed his jump well. Needed to be about 3 inches taller to make the catch. Over the glove into left field, and Auburn again plays station to station. McMurray drives in his 5th run of the day.
That's a professional veteran at bat right there. Going, hey, I took my shot on 3-1. Hey, 3-2. Put the ball in play. Got a fastball over the heart of the plate. Let it carry a little bit. Drove it over the shortstop's head.
10-3. Tigers still only 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch to Stanfield. Off speed through there for strike 1. Barring a double play, Stanfield would have to crush the ball at somebody on the infield for a double play. Auburn is threatening to bat around for the 2nd time in 3 innings. Stanfield, the 8th batter here in the 3rd. Tiger at every base still. Stanfield takes it down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chris. This 3rd inning brought to you by the Vance Law Firm. The phone number is easy to remember there. They say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333. The 1-1 to Stanfield. High ball 2. Right-hander loosening for Wichita State in the bullpen. Ronald Zayas, or Zayas. 2-1. Miss low, and it's 3-1 to Stanfield.
I keep coming back to the at-bats this Auburn team is having. Patient, not swinging at bad pitches. It'd be easy to go up there and start just hacking away, and they're staying within their approach.
The 3-1 to Stanfield. Here it is. It is grounded foul at the plate. That caught a piece of Chris on the foot, and he is limping a bit as he walks away from the box. Full count. 7 walks issued by Shocker pitchers today. They have 1 strikeout. Auburn leads 10-3 in the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch to Stanfield. Fly ball, right center field. Johnson is over the center fielder. He makes the catch. Tagging from 3rd and scoring is Irish. It's a sacrifice fly for Stanfield. His 5th RBI of the season. Auburn adds another. It's 11-3. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Also tagging is Pierce. He's at 3rd. They're at the corners with 2 down. And Javon Hernandez, the 9th man in the inning to bat for Auburn. Hernandez today has grounded out to 2nd, and he has hit into a fielder's choice. 0 for 2 officially. Iverson deals. It's inside, ball 1. I can't remember half a dozen times Auburn has fallen behind in a count today.
I don't know if it's, maybe just a small handful.
1-0 delivery. Bouncing ball to short. Backing up is Johnson. He fields and goes the short way for out number 3. But Auburn bats around again here in the 3rd. 4 more runs for the Tigers on 1-2 hits. 1 error, a couple of walks, and 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We are trucking right along in Jacksonville. Auburn on top, 11-3. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Hey, it's Bruce Pearl. When you find a player who's electric, what a game changer. Like the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning truck. It's got the performance you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech like intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, you've got the power to turn them back on. Game changing, that's what I'm talking about. See your local Ford dealer to learn more about the F-150 Lightning. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
I'm Stuart Vance with the Vance Law Firm, and we're excited to be a proud partner of Auburn Athletics. This Auburn baseball season, the 3rd inning of every home game is sponsored by the Vance Law Firm. We're located right here in Central Alabama and ready to work for you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, let the Vance Law Firm get you the compensation you deserve. Call us today for a free consultation. It's as easy as dialing 3 for me. 333-3333.
Well, this has been an offensive display so far here at 121 Financial Ballpark in Jacksonville. Auburn leads 11-3. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Joseph Gonzalez had to wait a while to get on the mound and throw his first pitches of the ball game, and he just had to wait a while again there in the top of the 3rd as Auburn batted around for the 2nd time in 3 innings. Gonzalez will face Milan, Callahan, and Gustafson, 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Shockers. And the first pitch from Gonzalez misses low, ball 1. Joseph, 42 pitches now as he sets sail here in the 3rd inning. And that misses low, 2-0. Joseph retired the first 4 that he faced, then hit a batter, gave up a single and a homer in succession. There's a strike on the inside corner. Dropped it in under Milan's hands, 2-1. Milan bounced out to third in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Gonzalez to the plate, ground ball to short. Weiss scoops, throws, out number 1. You figured today, following Gonzalez, when it is time, you'd look at Tanner Bauman, Zach Crotchfeld, lefties to follow the righty. Let's hope it's a little while before we get there. Here's Ryan Callahan. He also grounded out to third base back in the first inning. He's 1 for 5 on the weekend. And the first pitch to him misses downstairs. His at bat starts the way Milan's started. 1 ball, no strike. The delivery. That's low again, and it's 2-0.
That's hard to tell. Even looking out at the trees, you step behind the press box out here and you can feel the wind coming, and it is howling outside.
Yeah, 15 to 20 miles an hour pretty much all day is the forecast. 2-0 pitch. Low again. That's 3 straight that have been down. 3 balls, no strikes. Gonzalez steps off the rubber. Kicks a little dirt around. Now climbs back on. 10 on the pitch clock. Into the wind, the delivery. There's a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. Gonzalez again deals. Popped up, left side, foul ground. Fabian gives chase. He's got time and room to make the grab. Loads of foul territory. That one had a little backspin too. And the wind not blowing all that hard. I don't know how much that affected it, but Fabian had loads of room in the end to make the catch. 2 down.
I like the aggressiveness there. Knowing you got a true freshman behind the plate, hard, high sky.
Yeah.
He sees it and takes off, and he never slows down, calls it. Really good play by Derek Fabian.
That fooled me. I thought it was going to get out of play there, but yeah, Fabian tracked it the entire way. Here's Gustafson. First pitch down the middle, strike 1. Love a good bounce back inning here after you put 4 on the board in the top of the third. The pitch just missed a little down, I think. 1-1. Short step wind. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. All right, 1 more strike for Gonzalez to get out of the inning. Go sit back in the dugout for a little while. He deals. Bouncing ball to short. Weiss on a short hop. Fields and throws. There's the out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Just what the doctor ordered. Get the bats back up to the plate. 3 up, 3 down for the Shockers in the bottom of the third. We're through 3, 11-3. Auburn in front. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Texting enrolls you in a reoccurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Jen.
Nice work.
Thanks. Taking Nugenix Total T makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix. That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas, right?
Yes.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yes. Nugenix is a great way to feel stronger with more energy and endurance. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
Text radio to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix. Text RADIO to 321-321. That's radio to 321-321.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders with Navage Nasal Care. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose making you miserable. Even better, Navage is HSA FSA eligible. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
A new pitcher for Wichita State as Auburn comes to bat in the 4th inning, leading 11-3. It'll be Ronald Zayas, right-hander from Miami. 6'1", 220. And he comes to the Shockers by way of Middle Georgia State. 24 appearances over 2 seasons at the JUCO level. 20 of those 24 appearances were starts. 11 starts last year. He was 4-3 with a 5.92 earned run average, 77 strikeouts and 62 in a third innings. 2 seasons at the JUCO level, 106 and 2/3 innings and a 5.74 earned run average. So it ticked up just a little bit in heavier action last season. So Zayas is the 4th pitcher of the day for the Shockers. Give you the numbers on Iverson. Iverson, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits and 1 walk. He threw 27 pitches. First pitch swinging, foul ball, left side. That will get out of play. Off the bat of Mainers. Mason started the 3rd inning with a walk. He came around to score. Auburn has put up crooked numbers in every inning. They got 5 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. They lead 11-3. Mainers takes a second pitch strike, an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. Zayas, fastball, slider, an occasional change or curve. Right-handers hit .352 against him a year ago. The pitch misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball, upper 80s, maybe low 90s. The right-hander deals, and it's fouled back to the net. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Lepore went an inning and a third, gave up 7 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks. Wilkinson was next. He gave up 2 runs on 3 walks. Didn't allow a hit, but he walked 3. And Iverson 2 runs on 2 hits in 2/3 of an inning. Again, Mainers fouls it back. Now the left-hander is throwing for the Shockers in their bullpen. The pitch fouled off to the left and again out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Mainers. Tigers have seen close to 110 pitches already today, and we're in the 4th inning with nobody out. 7 walks issued by the Shockers. The 1-2 to Mainers misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Auburn isn't gifting them outs. They've struck out 1 time. The pitch missed low. And the count is full. And we've seen a ton of full counts today. This is the 12th full count so far. Pitch. Line drive down the right field line. That is down. That's going to be extra bases. Mainers on his horse for second. He is in with a stand-up double. Mason Mainers. He homered here last night. He collects his second double of the season. And for the 4th time in as many innings, the leadoff runner is on base for the Tigers. That's how you put up crooked numbers in every inning. You get the leadoff man on base. Cale Strickland has singled and grounded out to third. First pitch. Low, ball 1. This is the 17th plate appearance. Maybe 3 times Wichita State has gotten ahead with a first pitch strike. 1-0. That's through there, 1-1. (11-3), and the Tigers looking for more. They've out-hit the Shockers 8-2. The pitch. Strickland takes ball 2 low. Lane Bledsoe, a freshman, is loosening for Wichita State. He's not pitched yet this year. And Strickland takes up and away. It's now 3-1. Nobody out, runner at second. 4th inning, the delivery. That's low, ball 4. That's the 8th walk issued by Shocker pitchers. We're in the 4th. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And Derek Fabian is the batter. Fabian has walked and scored. He's also flied out to center. Everyone with the exception of Hernandez and Strickland has scored a run, at least one, for the Tigers today. Fabian takes ball 1, high and outside, 1-0. Brian Green in the first year of his coaching tenure at Wichita State. He's got a little bit of work to do. This is a proud program. Pitch inside, nearly clipped Fabian coming by. Wichita State, a powerhouse in the 90s. They have not been to a regional, though, since 2013. The delivery. Off speed. Missed a little inside, maybe a little high. And it's 3-0 to Fabian. A walk here would load the bases for Weiss. Zayas to the plate. Nowhere close, ball 4. So back-to-back walks after Maynard's doubled. Maynard's heads to third, Strickland to second. And the bases are loaded against the 3rd time in 4 innings that Auburn has loaded the bases. They've cashed in the other times. They'll try to do the same here with the top of the order. Cooper Weiss. He has doubled. He has walked twice. He has scored twice. Tigers lead 11-3. Top of the 4th inning. Tiger at every base. Pitch to Weiss. Nowhere close. Ball 1 outside. And now time called, and Milan will go out to talk to Zayas. And he'll pull the rest of the infield in as well. So this is a player visit. And Hank Hemminen will not give him more than 30 seconds, that's for sure. He's going out to move it along. We check the Yellowwood scoreboard. LSU with 2 runs leads Northern Illinois 2-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. No score in the other games with the exception of Tennessee leading Albany now 18-2 in the bottom of the 7th in Knoxville. All right, meeting on the mound is over, and Weiss steps back in. Open stance for the right-handed batter. The pitch to him is a strike called, 1-1. Well, Auburn has shaken up the Coke bottle, and they are threatening to open the cap on it. 11-3, top of the 4th, the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Zayas, 4th pitcher of the day for the Shockers. The pitch. There's a called strike on an off-speed delivery, and the count is even at 2-2 to Auburn's shortstop. Weiss 6 for 16 to start the season. He's now walked 7 times. The 2-2 delivery. Bouncing ball to short. They go to second for 1. Oh, it's dropped. Dropped by the second baseman. But they'll say the catch was made at second to get the force. Oh. Mayners scores on the play. And now they're going to get together and we're going to have a review, I think. Second base umpire Jason Bradley, said that Stark caught the ball to get the force of Fabian at second base and then dropped it on the exchange. I'm going to slide over and see if I can get a look whenever they show the replay. Something that is, we noted this yesterday, this is not your traditional SEC network or plus broadcast where you have multiple camera angles. If those of you who have watched on the D1 baseball stream last night and today, you won't notice the same number of camera shots that you see in the broadcasts that you're used to. They have a center field camera, they have a home plate camera, and so these replays are coming from a limited number of angles. It's really tough to see bang bang plays. The call on the field was force at second. And the biggest question isn't going to be the judgment call. Can you tell? The biggest question is, do they have an angle that shows? Yeah, it's from the center field camera shot. It really doesn't look like Stark ever had the ball. It does not look like he dropped it on the transfer. Minimum here, it's 12-3 Auburn. Like worst case scenario, runners will be at first and third with one out. Best case scenario, they're loaded, still nobody out, and they come back and they stand behind the call. Huh. All right. I would be willing to guess that they just simply don't, that they will say they didn't have enough evidence to overturn it. Although the limited camera angle they have looks pretty conclusive. It's neither here nor there at the moment. Mainers comes in to score, and there's a meeting on the mound. There'll be a new pitcher for Wichita State. Their fifth pitcher of the day will come in, and it's going to be a tough rest of the afternoon for Wichita State. They went through a couple of bullpen pieces yesterday, and they just have limited depth with another game to play tomorrow. So it's 12-3 Tigers. It is a fielder's choice for Weiss and an RBI. No error on the play. I'm going to slide over again and take another look. Yeah, again, it doesn't look like he ever had possession of the ball at second. But the ruling was that he dropped it on the transfer, and they get the force of Fabian. That's a 6-4 force for out number one. Strickland is at third, Weiss is at first, one out, and Ike Irish coming to the plate to face a new left-handed pitcher as Wichita State makes a Cook's Pest Control call to the bullpen.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
New pitcher for Wichita State is Lane Bledsoe. He is a freshman from Bristow, Oklahoma. Bristow High School. He has not pitched yet this year, so this will be his college debut. And at Bristow, he ranked the number 3 left-handed pitcher in the state of Oklahoma, number 12 player in the state overall. Perfect Game rated him a top 100 left-handed pitcher nationally. All-state last year, struck out 97 in 47 innings. And he has your standard high school accolades. First team all-conference 3 times. Conference Pitcher of the Year, both his junior and senior year. Finished his high school career, 297 strikeouts in 144 innings. So better than 2 strikeouts per inning. He originally committed to Texas Tech. He's also a Presidential Merit Scholar, and he was the valedictorian at Bristow High School. So there you go. Lane Bledsoe, 6'3", 200. His first pitch to Ike Irish is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Zayas gave up a double and 2 walks, coaxed 1 out. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Auburn leads 12-3. Here's the pitch. Irish takes high and outside, 2-0. Run rule is in effect in this game. Auburn leads 12-3. Top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Nowhere close, high and outside, 3-0. We told you a lot about Bledsoe, didn't we? Only thing we didn't tell you is where he goes to church. We don't have that info. I'm sorry, Andy. Here's the pitch. Way outside, gets away from the catcher. Run will come home to score. It's 13-3 Auburn. It was ball 4 anyway to Irish, and then it got away from Milan, a slow roller away near the Wichita State dugout. Strickland had no trouble coming home to score the run. Tigers lead 13-3. Weiss down to second. And now Bobby Pierce. Pierce, a 2-run homer in the second. He has walked and scored. He has reached on an error. Bledsoe wants to throw a strike. He better be careful on this first pitch. The delivery. He doesn't. Oh, he does throw a strike. Ooh. 0-1 the count. Bledsoe checks second. Comes home. Little slide step. He threw it behind Pierce in the right-handed batter's box. Literally threw it behind him. Milan had to scoot to his left to get it. 1 ball, 1 strike. For the first time today, we see just a few distant, wispy white clouds. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. A lot of kids out in the kids area here at the ballpark, little playground. Here's the pitch. That's right through there for a strike, and it's 1-2 to Pierce. There's a food festival going on at the convention center across the parking lot. They had 2 or 3 other events going on in addition to this. The 1-2 to Pierce, way outside, 2-2 the count. So this is an active part of Jacksonville today. Kids rolling down the hill. Foul territory left side. Tigers lead 13-3. The pitch low and inside to Pierce, and the count is full. Again, it's impressive to watch the approach today. It would be very easy to try to tee off and do too much and let your approach unravel and just try to get in on it and set off some fireworks here, but Auburn is staying disciplined. 3-2 pitch to Pierce is on the way, and it's low and inside, and it gets away, and that's ball 4, and Pierce takes first. They are loaded again. That one got a piece of the catcher, crossed him up, and Milan is shaking his hand out. Hank Heminen walks halfway out to deliver a baseball to Bledsoe. Bledsoe has walked the first 2 that he has faced. Nobody working in the bullpen for Wichita State. Now somebody just starts to stretch. A right-hander will stretch a little bit. Cooper McMurray with 1 out and the bases loaded. This is the 3rd time he's hit with the bases loaded today. First pitch. That's right through there, an off-speed pitch for strike 1. Cooper blasted a grand slam in the 1st inning. He has also walked. RBI single to left center in the 3rd. This is his 4th plate appearance. We're in the 4th inning. He's the 4th hitter in the order. The pitch. Way outside, 1-1. Bledsoe back on the rubber. This is just a day where if you're Wichita State, the pitchers, you just kind of have to take one for the team. Pitch misses way outside again, and it's 2-1. Right-hander Mason Munns loosening now for the Shockers. 2 balls and a strike to count. Lefty-lefty matchup, bases loaded, the pitch. It's downstairs, and it's 3-1. It's a 10-run lead for the Tigers. They've scored at least 2 in every inning. We're only in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, wicked cut by McMurray. Just got underneath it, fouled straight back to the net. And the count is full. Like last time on 3-1, he took a home run cut and then went the opposite way for the base hit on 3-2. So he just took his home run cut at 3-1. We'll see what he gets here on yet another 3-2 pitch. Bledsoe has walked the first 2 he's faced. His payoff pitch to McMurray is high. He has walked the first 3 that he has faced. McMurray brings in his 6th run of the ball game. A bases loaded walk. It is 14-3 Tigers. So McMurray to second, Irish to third. Weiss comes in to score. Cooper has scored 3 times today. Irish has scored 3 times today, and Ike is trying to make it 4. He's down there, and that's going to be it for Bledsoe, I believe. 3 batters, 3 walks. We'll see. It's the pitching coach again who comes out of the dugout, Anthony Claggett. He's looking over there to the bullpen, and you got to think there will be a change here. He's just waiting. He's going to meet in there as long as he can to give his guy a little longer because he hasn't been warming up long. Finally, Hank Himonen comes in and speeds things up just a little bit. And Munns will be the guy who comes in for Wichita State. So the Shockers with Auburn leading 14-3 in the top of the 4th inning with still only 1 out and the bases loaded. Let's go down our list here. Wichita State makes the Ford F-150 call to the bullpen.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and 0 sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
The new pitcher is Mason Munns. Munns is a junior. He's a JUCO transfer. He's the 6th pitcher of the day for Wichita State. And on the roster page of their website, he is sporting a handlebar mustache. Munns, a right-hander from Klingman, Kansas, 6'3", 195. He's a right-hander. This is his first outing in college. At the JUCO level, 28 appearances, all in relief over 2 seasons at Cloud County Community College. 29 2/3 innings. Last year, he was 1-0 with a 5.68 earned run average, 19 innings, 21 strikeouts, 14 hits allowed. His first year out of high school, he was 1-0, earned run average of a little more than 7.5. He was teammates at Cloud County with Jack Mount, who is also a Shocker. His dad was his high school coach. He was the 3A pitcher of the year as a senior. Got 2 first-team All-State honors. And he set his high school single-season record for wins in a year with 9. And Mason's going to major in exercise science at Wichita State. Bledsoe faced 3 batters, and he walked all 3. Chris Stanfield, the hitter. Munns is the 3rd pitcher of the inning for Wichita State. Chris Stanfield steps in. First pitch. Ground ball pulled foul a little early on one on the inner half. 0-1. Men's basketball is on the air in a little more than 2.5 hours. A Tiger at every base here in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch. Upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all your recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Stanfield swings and misses in an off-speed pitch. He was early. It's 1-2. Still only 1 out here in the 4th inning. It's been double, walk, walk, fielder's choice, walk, walk, walk. The pitch. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McMurray at first, Pierce at second, Irish at third. A stretch by Munns in the pitch. That's flied into center field. Johnson a few steps toward right center, tracks it down. Irish tags from third. He comes in to score. It's 15-3 Tigers. A sacrifice fly and an RBI for Chris Stanfield, his 2nd today. Almost identical to the one that he hit in the 3rd inning. So Irish scores his 4th run of the game. McMurray at first, Pierce at third. And now 2 down for Javon Hernandez. Auburn has batted around in 3 of the 4 innings so far today. 5 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, and 4 so far here in the 4th. And another long inning for Joseph Gonzalez to wait. He's gone out now a couple of times in this game to the bullpen area just to stay loose. Here's the pitch. Way inside, that nearly hit. Hernandez had to dart back to get out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. Wichita State, 4 pitchers in relief yesterday, and with another game tomorrow. And this one kind of getting away from him. Pitch to Hernandez. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes. They have used a litany of guys who had not pitched yet this year, and you may not see that much of this season. And Auburn has not given in. 2-0 pitch. Way inside, and again, Hernandez has to jackknife out of the way. 3-0. 11 walks drawn by Auburn today. The 3-0 pitch. That's ball 4 inside. So Hernandez draws a free pass. And that loads the bases again. McMurray down to second. Mason Mainers gets his 4th at bat of the ballgame, or 4th plate appearance. He has doubled, he has walked, he has struck out, he has stolen a base, he has scored twice. When your number 7 hitter is getting his 4th plate appearance of the day and you're in the 4th inning, it's going pretty well. The pitch. There's a called strike. It's 0-1. Auburn and Virginia tomorrow, 3 o'clock Central Time. We'll be on the air 2:45 with the leadoff show. Tigers take their leads from every base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the top of the 4th inning. 3 on, 2 down. Mainer's the 10th man to bat. The delivery. High fly, right side, foul territory. First baseman Callahan, will he have room? No, it'll land in the first row beyond the net. And Mainers gets another chance here, to ball and 2 strikes. Auburn has seen 156 pitches. We're in the top of the 4th. A 1-2. Off speed, called strike 3. And the inning comes to a close. 10 Tigers, though, come to the plate. Auburn takes advantage of walks. 1, 2, 3, 4 runs on 1 hit. 6 walks in the inning. No errors. Tigers leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Sail along with us. It is 15-3 Auburn. And this is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly. Get ready to say War Eagle and sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, as Auburn baseball tickets are now on sale for the 2024 season. Don't miss any of the 32 exciting home games at Plainsman Park, as Butch Thompson and your 15th ranked Auburn Tigers are set to host Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ole Miss, and Alabama this season. Opening day on the Plains is set for Friday, February 16th versus Eastern Kentucky. Tickets start at just $12. You can secure yours today at aubtix.com. War Eagle.
From day one back in 1907, Auburn Bank's mission has been clear: to serve our community, see businesses flourish, and improve lives locally by making sound business decisions and responding with care every day. Today, we continue to fulfill our mission with a team of local, commercial, and consumer lenders who are ready to help meet your needs and goals. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at auburnbank.com.
Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Appreciate those of you listening on great radio stations throughout the state of Alabama. WKUL 92.1 in Coleman. Glad to have you listening in. How about those tuning in back home in Auburn on Wings 94.3? We'd love to hear from you and know how you're listening today, especially if it's to one of our great radio stations throughout the state. We love our traditional radio stations. Joseph Gonzalez back to work here against Derek Williams. A long delay. And Joseph had to stay loose during that very long top of the 4th inning. 6 walks in the top of the 4th. 15-3, Auburn leads it. As we go to the bottom, and the first pitch hits Derek Williams. Well, that's not what he wanted to do, clearly. Williams threw the bat away. Headed down to first. Here is Seth Stroh. Williams was hit twice. Gonzalez has thrown 2 pitches to Williams, and he's hit him both times. So that's probably why he was a bit frustrated. Left-handed hitting Stroh yanks the first pitch foul past his first base coach, who never budged. 0-1. Stroh singled in the 2nd. A line drive just to the right of second base. Pitch. Fouled straight back to the net, and quickly Gonzalez in front, 0-2. Also appreciate those of you who are watching on the YouTube channel today. Pitch home. Just missed the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Not a bad idea there for Joseph. Ahead 15-3. Try to get that corner. Of course, he's not shy. He does that. He goes inside to lefties. The delivery. Tried to go there again, missed low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we do periodically read the YouTube chat, yes. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and in. And he got Stroh flailing at it. That is the first strikeout of the game for Gonzalez. The K counter brought to you by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. So now the batter is David Johnson. A 3-run homer to right for Johnson in his first at bat. And Gonzalez misses outside here. 1 ball, no strikes. Some occupants in the bullpen for Auburn. Gonzalez deals. Called strike, outer half at the knees, 1-1. Johnson, no homers and 1 RBI coming into the game. It was a 3-run blast in the second. Pitch, missed that inside edge, 2-1. 15-3. Tigers on top, bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch, fouled off, 2-2. Auburn is back at home Tuesday against Samford. First of 9 straight at home over the next couple of weeks. 2-2 pitch, low, and the count is full. That is the 4th 3-ball count for Gonzalez. He comes set. He comes home. Missed inside, that's ball 4. So a walk and a hit batter. And they're at first and second with 1 down. Alex Burge, the batter. He flew out to right his first time. Now Everett Tieford, the first-year pitching coach for the Tigers, comes out of the dugout. And he will walk out to talk to Gonzalez and the rest. Jason Caldwell is back with us up here in the booth.
This is a difficult pitching day for Jose Gonzalez. It'd be difficult enough if it was 15-3 and you're pitching with a big lead. But when you have 30-minute half innings every time your offense has been at the plate, that's a lot of sitting. He's probably thrown 70 pitches on the side today just to kind of stay loose and stay warm. And so it makes for a very difficult day, especially for a guy that's, right now, hey, back on the mound, getting in a rhythm. Yeah. There's no rhythm to be had today, and so it's made it really tough for Joseph to kind of get settled in.
Left-hander Connor Keplinger is throwing in the bullpen for the Tigers, who lead 15-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out, 2 on, and Burge, the left-handed batter, in for the Shockers. The first pitch to him right through there, strike 1. Gonzalez is at 66 pitches, closing in on his pitch count from week 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
That may have been as good a breaking ball as we've seen from Joseph the first 2 weeks.
Yep. Arm hangs down, swings by his side. Now he straightens up into the stretch, looks to second briefly, comes home. Swing and a miss, he got him. 3 pitches, and Burge is out on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Gonzalez, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Will Stark. Stark walked in the second. Another left-handed hitter. Gonzalez deals. Strike on the outside edge, 0-1. Boy, since that mound visit, he's been razor sharp, hadn't he?
Yeah, and behind the plate has expanded the zone just a tiny bit. Mason Maynard struck out on a pitch that would not have been a strike earlier, and that was a little bit on that corner as well.
It's true. Runners at first and second. Pitch grounded right side. It is rolling. It is fair. It is on the line. Picked up by McMurray, who tags Stark as he speeds by. That ball looked like it might roll, but it never did. It just stayed right on the line. That's 3 unassisted for out number 3. No runs, no hits. A walk and a hit batter, no errors, 2 left on base. We are through 4. Auburn 15, Wichita State 3. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
In SEC sports, the ifs come at you every minute. What if your QB had released the ball a second earlier? What if the head coach hadn't used his last time out? What if your team goes all the way this season? If you love the tradition, if you live for the rivalry, if you can't wait each week for the absolute edge of your seat action, Regions is right there with you as the official bank of the SEC.
We just can't help you with the ifs in sports. Regions helps you embrace the if in life.
Member FDIC.
By now, your daily routine is probably a little too routine. Don't you want to change? Don't you want to start playing by your own rules and escape the routine so your fantasy becomes reality? Where every night is an adventure, where new flavors are ready to be tasted, where it feels like you're a winner. Take a chance. Reward yourself. Make your routine anything but routine. Escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and windcreekcasino.com.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
As we go to the 5th inning, looks like we got some changes here for Wichita State.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah. Gannon Snyder is the new first baseman.
Have a new right fielder.
All right.
42.
New right fielder is Lane Hayworth. Got it. So Burge. All right, we're going to get these changes to you as we go along here. Callahan moves from first to third, and the first pitch to Cale Strickland misses low.
I won't be surprising to see some changes from Auburn here pretty soon too. I think we can see K. Ballou maybe get some at bats and get in the outfield to play a little defense.
Yeah.
See a couple other young guys.
Ball 1 inside to Strickland. Ball 2 was also inside. 15-3. Tigers have commanded the day here in Jacksonville. The stretch and the delivery. Upstairs 3-0. The stretch and the delivery. Inside, ball 4. Wasn't particularly close on any of them, was he? Leadoff walk, and Strickland is aboard. Big number for the Tigers today, big number for Tennessee. Tennessee's beating Albany 21-3 in Knoxville. Why would they not have had the run rule in effect in that game?
What inning is it?
The 9th.
Well, yeah, because they scored a bunch of them early, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're Albany, you probably would have been all for that one, I would imagine.
Here's Fabian. He takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. LSU is leading Northern Illinois 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th. South Carolina trails Belmont 3-1. They're in the top of the 5th in Columbia. Georgia leads Northern Kentucky 2-0. They are in the top of the 4th on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Fabian takes a ball outside, 1-1. Munns at 20 pitches. as he tries to get an out to complete one inning of relief work. The pitch. There's a called strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, we're expanding a little bit. And
yep.
Hey, I'm kind of all for it right now.
Well, the director of broadcast operations in me is absolutely all for it.
As long as it's done both ways.
So look at that basketball airtime. There's a bouncing ball to second. That might be 2. Shortstop goes to second for 1. To first, not in time. Fabian beat it out. That ball jumped off the bat, and I thought it was going to get out to short a lot faster than it did. It's a 6-4 force to get Strickland. And a fielder's choice for Fabian. He's aboard with 1 out. And now back to the top of the order, and Cooper Weiss. Top of the 5th inning. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. 5th inning is presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino with 3 Alabama locations, Montgomery, Wetumpka, Atmore. You can escape every day at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino, online at windcreek.com. The pitch. Weiss takes it outside for ball 1. Left-hander warming up for Wichita State. Pitch is high to Weiss, 2-1. Gavin Oswald is the lefty. Munns is the right-handed pitcher for the Shockers right now. Fabian at first, one out. In the top of the 5th, pitch is low and outside, and it's 3-1. The stretch, and the right-hander Munns ready again. He deals. Foul off to the right. Off the overhang and into the seats. After our game, it'll be Virginia and Iowa. Virginia trailed most of yesterday, but came back to win. Iowa led most of yesterday, but Auburn won that game. There's a line drive on a hit and run. Little bloop. Dropped. It's dropped by the shortstop. Fabian had broken back toward first because he was sure it was going to be caught, and so they'll get the force at second base. Fabian was all the way back, and he slid in head first without realizing that the ball had been dropped out behind second base.
Nothing you could do there for Derek Fabian, obviously. With less than 2 outs, you're trying to avoid a double play and just lost it in the sun, dropped the ball.
So Fabian is forced at second, and that is the second out. And Wichita State is trying to put a 0 up on the board for the first time today. Top of the 5th inning. Here's Irish, ball 1 high. The pitch from Munns, that's through there for a strike. It's 1-1. Auburn looking to go 6-0 to start the season with Virginia on deck tomorrow. There's a foul straight back, 1-2 to Irish. And what a matchup that will be. You get a top 10 Virginia team, a top 15 Auburn club. The pitch. Check swing. He went around, said third base umpire Brian DeBrouwer. And that's out number 3. So Auburn is retired without scoring in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Jacksonville. Still 15-3 Tigers. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
War Eagle, Butch Thompson here, and we need all of the Auburn family to join On to Victory. Your membership directly supports our student athletes on and off the field and helps us build the best team in the nation. Become a member today.
Be part of Auburn's winning team. Visit ontovictory.com.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
War Eagle, Butch Thompson here, and we need all of the Auburn family to join On to Victory. Your membership directly supports our student athletes on and off the field and helps us build the best team in the nation. Become a member today.
Be part of Auburn's winning team. Visit ontovictory.com.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, Joseph Gonzalez's day is done, and we'll get a look at Connor Keplinger, 6 foot 183, a freshman from Mortimer Jordan High School. He was rated by Perfect Game as the number 16 overall player in the state of Alabama, the third best left-hander coming out of high school, 6A first-team All-State. And he is the record holder at Mortimer Jordan for career strikeouts, wins, earned run average, single season strikeouts. His senior season strikeout total was the 5th most in the country. So Keplinger, another to make that trek down 280 from Birmingham to the Plains.
Yep, got a couple more changes for Auburn. Gavin Miller now at first for the Tigers. So Coon McMurray's day is done. Cade Ballou now in left field for the Tigers. So a couple of additional changes.
First look at Keplinger this season. First pitch is low to Cam Johnson.
Young guy they like. They just hadn't had an opportunity to get him in the game so far this season.
And you may see more of that today. Pitch. There's a called strike. The way this game is played out, I'll tell you, after Wichita State got their 3 runs in the second inning, we talked about how you need to keep the bats going because 7 may not be enough today. There's a high bunt off the plate. It's back in foul ground. A ball and 2 strikes to the Wichita State leadoff man. Well, Auburn kept that throttle down, didn't they? 4 more in the third, 4 more in the fourth to create some distance. 7 may wind up being enough, but at the time you didn't know that.
No, and Joseph did a good job other than a couple of pitches now, and had a couple of uncharacteristic walks, but he did a really good job.
The pitch. Ground ball and a breaking ball to first. Miller deals with a tricky hop off the bag. It jumped right up about head high, but he handled it and then stepped on the bag for the out.
That will be a learning moment for a young guy there. Come get the ball in front of the bag, and don't let that happen. And I think that'll be one that he'll remember, but he was able to make the play.
Gonzalez, 4 innings, 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. He hit 2 batters. He struck out 2. Gonzalez threw 70 pitches and 42 of them for strikes. First pitch, fastball missed outside to Gannon Snyder. Pinch hitter. Pitch misses up and away. A ball and no strikes. So Snyder coming in to hit for Milan, likely to catch for him as well. Keplinger from the stretch deals. And there's a fly ball to right center field. That's tailing away. That will get down. It'll short hop the wall. Stanfield fires it back in. It's a stand-up double for Snyder. Jumped on a fastball. Struck it well. It's an extra base hit. That is the first hit since the second inning for Wichita State. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Ryan Callahan. Conecuh Sausage is the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage, a game day favorite, always great on the grill. Pitch is high. It's off the glove of Strickland, and Snyder heads to third. A ball and nothing to Callahan. Pick up a pack of Conecuh at your local grocery store. Visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama. That's at exit 96 off I-65. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Good-looking breaking ball, but it missed. 2-0. This run difference stays in this ballpark. 2-0 pitch. That's lined into right center. That's a base hit, and a run comes in to score. RBI single for Ryan Callahan. It's 15-4.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, obviously you want to get Connor Keplinger some work here, but what you don't want to do is kind of lose the focus here and allow this one to kind of hang around for a little while, because we've seen in this ballpark a couple of swings later, and Wichita State's kind of taking some of their guys out too. But yeah, I think for Connor, this is a good learning experience here. And again, pitching with a 15-3 lead, even when you haven't been out there, is much different, because they're telling you, hey, one thing you do, don't walk guys.
Yeah.
And so then you start to groove some pitches, do some of that.
First pitch low and away from Gustafson. A ball and no strikes. The point I was going to make is if the differential stays in this same area, there's a breaking ball that hits Gustafson. And they'll be at first and second with one out. Everett Tieford coming out of the dugout for the Tigers. You'd love to be able to get several guys that you just haven't had a chance to see yet work today in a game that's out of hand. That's twofold. Not only do they get the work, but then you save guys like Bauman and Crotchfeld just in case they're needed, even in a situational spot in tomorrow's game. Hank Heminen comes out. He'll try to move the meeting along. Just a conversation. Nobody loosening for Auburn. 15-4 your score. Tigers have out hit the Shockers 8-4. Now Derek Williams. Lefty-righty matchup. Keplinger to the plate. Curveball, strike one. Good vertical break. The delivery. Way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keplinger comes set. Runners lead from first and second. The pitch. Fastball. Fouled at the plate.
Good time to get a ground ball right here.
Yeah. Lane Hayworth is on deck. Keplinger ready. The lefty comes home and misses low with a breaking ball. 2-2. From the stretch, here's the pitch. That's outside, and it's 3-2.
Zach Crotchfeld getting loose now.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is kind of give them some life and start to let things creep around a little bit here.
Delivery. That's belted down the left field line. It is down, and it is one hopping over the wall. It's a ground rule double. And a run is in to score. Williams with an RBI double. Brings home Callahan. Gustafson has to stop at third. And it's 15-5. It's a 10-run ball game. With nobody, or with one out in the fifth. The scoreboard still says there's nobody out. There's one out. Second and third, one out. And Lane Hayworth is the batter. lefty. Hayworth takes a strike, 0-1. Hayworth does not have, yes he does, he's 0 for 1. He has drawn a walk this year as well. Bounces one right side through the hole into right field. 2 runs going to score, maybe. Pierce's throw from right. He is safe. He hasn't touched the plate yet. And so the tag is made by Strickland, and Williams is out. Gustafson scores on the play. It's an RBI single for Hayworth, and Williams is out 9-2. The throw came in and beat Williams by a mile, but he darted around the tag. However, he didn't touch home plate, and so Strickland was able to get up and make the tag before Williams could get back to the plate.
Yeah, just not very fundamental baseball there for Wichita State. You're down 15-4 when that ball, or 15-5 when that ball's hit.
Yeah.
There's no reason to ever send that runner and get a guy thrown out of the play. I mean, that's not a difference in this ball game, and especially with Bobby Pierce in right field.
Yeah. So runner at first, 2 outs, and that'll be it for Keplinger.
Yes.
So Zach Crotchfelt will come on for the Tigers, and Auburn leads the game now 15-6. 3 runs on the board in the 5th inning for Wichita State. And it'll be somebody else to face David Johnson. It'll be Crotchfelt as Auburn makes the Wind Creek call to the bullpen.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Whoa, Rico.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The new pitcher for Auburn is Zach Crotchfelt, 6'3", 215, sophomore from Jackson, New Jersey. This is his 2nd outing of the year when an inning and a third last weekend against Eastern Kentucky gave up 2 hits, and he struck out 2. Struck out the first 2 batters that he faced in the 6th inning of the Saturday game against Eastern Kentucky. Perfect Game has him one of the top 50 sophomores in all of college baseball. Crotchfelt last year was 1-2 with a 5.62 earned run average, 41 2/3 innings, 41 hits, 26 earned runs, 25 walks, 45 strikeouts. Teams hit .253 against Crotchfelt a season ago. He'll face David Johnson, who homered in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. Keplinger, 2/3 of an inning. He gave up 4 hits, 3 runs. Runner at first is his responsibility. Wichita State has not gone away. It's 15-6. They do have a lot of several of their regulars are out of the lineup. Now Crotchfelt in for the Tigers to try to get this 3rd out here in the 5th.
Yeah, they need Zach Crotchfelt to be who he can be right here. Give you a couple of innings, shut down ball out of the pen here, and allow your offense to get back to work.
Lefty-lefty matchup to start the outing. Crotchfelt from the stretch with the runner at first. He fires. Misses down and away and gets away from the catcher. And down to second goes Hayworth. 1 ball, no strikes. Shadows starting to make their way onto the surface. Foul ground. The pitch. Check swing, slider, he went. A ball and a strike to the Wichita State center fielder. Get you some Yellowwood scoreboard updates here shortly. There's a fastball that's hit high, left side, foul territory. Mainers gives chase. He'll run out of room. It's on the hill. Kids go scatter after it. So Cade Ballou, not Mainers. Yeah, Cade Ballou in left field. 2 basketball finals today on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Arkansas beat Missouri 88-73 in Fayetteville. First the pitch. That's pulled on the ground to right field, and they will hold the runner at third this time. Wisely so. It's another hit for Johnson. He's been on base all 3 times. He's shown a good bat today. Hayworth to third. They're at the corners with 2 outs. Florida took care of Vanderbilt in Gainesville 77-64. So Florida now 9-5 in the league. Arkansas 5-9. Vandy drops to 2-12. Missouri 0-14. South Carolina and Ole Miss are 3 minutes deep in Oxford. South Carolina trying to get to 10 conference wins. And the pitch to Burge. There's a called strike, 0-1.
If you're Auburn, you need to get out of this inning,
yeah,
and kind of go back and settle in and regroup a little bit. It's just kind of been one of those innings that looked a little bit like Wichita State today. Just get out of this inning and kind of get back in there.
Crotchfeld looks at first to the dish. Bounced up there. Blocked by Strickland. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning in Jacksonville. The stretch, Zach, ready. 5 on the pitch clock, comes home. Check swing foul, left side off the net. Drops in front of the Wichita State dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Auburn basketball coming up on the network in about 2 hours. Crotchfeld's 1-2 pitch. Coming up. Swing and a miss. He got him. Good pitch by Crotchfeld. His first strikeout. 3rd of the day for Auburn pitchers. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. 8 men come to the plate for Wichita State. They get 3 runs on 4 or 5 hits. No errors and a couple left on base. We're through 5 with the new score. Auburn 15, Wichita State 6. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Presenting the all-new Aubie's Kids Club. Benefits include an exclusive Aubie-branded swag box or bag, t-shirt, membership card, access to exclusive Kids Club events, as well as free admission to non-conference baseball, softball, and women's basketball games. Members also get a monthly newsletter from Aubie, a special invitation to Aubie's birthday party, and a personalized birthday card. 2 membership options are available. Learn more and register at aubieskidsclub.com.
Hey, this is Kevin Tudhope, owner of Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. It's basketball season, and we've got you covered with 77 TVs to watch all of your favorite games. Come in and enjoy ice-cold beer and your favorite wings with our happy hour specials from 11 to 6, daily Sunday through Friday. Want to have a watch party to cheer on your Auburn Tigers? Call in and reserve a spot on our new patio for your group party. And the NCAA tournament is right around the corner. We are your official March Madness headquarters with all games televised. Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. War Eagle.
We go to the 6th inning. Auburn 15, Wichita State 6. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. From first aid care to cancer care at the Spencer Cancer Center, East Alabama Health is a team player you can rely on day after day. The new pitcher for the Shockers is Gavin Oswald. He's a lefty, and he's sturdy, 6'6", 270. He's out of Wildwood, Missouri originally, and he comes to the Shockers by way of Mineral Area Community College. 2 years in the JUCO ranks, 24 starts, 3 relief outings. He was 12-3 with a 4.21 earned run average. Threw over 130 innings in 2 years in JUCO, 158 strikeouts in 130 innings. Comes from a baseball family. His dad played in college, brother playing in college. First pitch is a strike to Bobby Pierce. Gavin Oswald. Pitch is flied to right center. It'll get down. Got down in front of Hayworth, who was charging on but ran out of room. So Pierce is aboard. Bobby today has walked, homered, reached on an error, walked again, and now singled. So he's been aboard all 5 times. That's his second hit. And now Gavin Miller. Came on defensively for McMurray. Now gets his first at bat. Miller is 1 for 4. An RBI, a couple of runs scored this season. A right-handed batter. And the first pitch is way outside for ball 1.
Gavin Miller's a guy that they've been really excited about since he got on campus last year, and obviously had the explosion, you know, kind of unexpected a little bit last year at third base that took him out. You know, when Bryson Ware did such a good job, it kind of took Gavin Miller out of play. Then this year you've added some newcomers, and he just hasn't had that opportunity. He's a guy that they feel like is going to hit. You know, this is an opportunity for him to maybe get some more at-bats.
The pitch was low to Miller. It's 2-0. Oswald looks at first and fires home and misses way outside. 3 balls, no strikes. 15-6, top of the 6th inning.
Wichita State, one more throwing and another stretching. I wasn't sure how many more guys they had left, to be quite honest.
I can't imagine it's that many. The delivery. And that's high for ball 4. Miller gets a 4-pitch walk. First and second, and nobody out. And we'll see Chris Stanfield. Auburn batters have now walked 14 times today.
Yeah, Auburn has.
That's how you play a 2-hour, 41-minute game, and you're in the top of the 6th.
Coming into this inning, Auburn had 15 runs on 8 hits.
Yep. Pitch to Stanfield. Outside and low, ball 1.
He has absolutely smoked 2 balls to center field today, and you know, he's gotten a couple sacrifice flies out of it, but he has actually not been rewarded for some of the swings he's had.
Pitch from Oswald. There's a strike. 1-1. Burge is the catcher. He took over last inning, I believe. And there's ball 2 outside and low to Stanfield. Yeah, Chris, a couple of sac flies. He has also singled and scored a run. 2 runs driven in, give him half a dozen on the season. The 2-1 pitch is grounded foul, left side toward the Shockers dugout. 2-2 to Stanfield. Of course, we're talking about Chris and his involvement with the Miracle League this year. And one of our sponsors, Jackson Services, is getting involved as well. Thanks to Jackson Services, Chris, when his hat flies off, that's going to support the Miracle League. First the pitch, that's grounded foul again. Supports the Miracle League to the tune of $100 every time his hat flies off during a game. It's called Hats Off number 3, and it's sponsored by Jackson Services. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Probably start another one with fouling balls off his front foot. I think that's probably 4 or 5 in this game already.
That's a good point. You call that foots off?
Yes.
Sorry. There's a fly ball to right. That's well hit. Stanfield gives it a ride, but Hayworth is able to track it down just shy of the warning track.
Another really good swing.
Yeah, another good swing. Pierce advances on the play, tags from second, gets to third. That's the first out of the inning. They're now at the corners with one out for Javon Hernandez. Hernandez today looking for his first hit. He has walked, he has grounded out, he's hit into a couple of fielders' choices. 0 for 3 officially. He shows bunt, pulls back, took it high for ball one. The home plate area is now in the shadows as Burge goes out and gives some defensive signals.
Still not enough right now to impact the hitters, but here in about another 15 minutes, it's going to be really, really tough for the guys at the plate.
Yeah, that shadow line right now just kind of cuts across a couple of feet in front of home plate. And Hernandez does not show bunt that time, despite the first baseman crashing in. The pitch was low. It's 2-0.
Yeah, that was, I think they thought they had something, a sign or something, but he was sprinting towards the plate.
He was
and
halfway
Hernandez
there.
did not show anything.
2 balls, no strikes to the Auburn second baseman. The pitch bounced up there. It's 3-0. A walk would load him up for Ballou. Oswald delivers. It's low and inside, not particularly close. A 4-pitch walk. So Auburn has loaded him up again. We're in the 6th inning, and in 4 of the 6 innings, Auburn has loaded the bases. Tigers have batted around 3 times today. 15-6 your score. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Cade Ballou, 0 for 1 with a run scored. And he takes ball one.
It's one of those situations where you almost feel like if you don't swing the bat again, you get out at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know that they can throw 3 strikes.
The pitch popped up into center. Battling the sun is Johnson. Makes the catch. Runners tag from second and third. The throw comes into third, and it is behind the third baseman. Oswald backed it up, or 2 runs would have scored. It's a sacrifice fly for Ballou, and it's back to a 10-run game, 16-6. Stanfield and Ballou had something to do with that run, scoring, because Pierce got over to third on the fly ball by Stanfield, and he moves over, or he comes in to score on the sac fly. So now 2 down. Miller took third on the play, so they're at the corners with 2 out for Strickland. Strickland 1 for 2, a single and a pair of walks. He has scored a run. He takes ball one inside. (16-6) Tigers lead. The pitch is low, 2-0. The delivery. Ground ball, foul, just foul, past third and into the Wichita State dugout, or bullpen area.
Yeah, you have just missed the extra bases there.
Yeah.
For Cal Strickland. He's done a good job today. It's been a strong first start for him.
Singled in his first at bat. Now 2-1 the count against him. The pitch sailed a breaking ball high and outside, and it is 3-1. Might Fabian get a look here with the bases loaded in the 6th? Here's the delivery. It is high, and that's ball 4. Third walk drawn by Strickland. And they're loaded again. Miller at third, Hernandez at second, and Strickland at first for Derek Fabian. And now the pitching coach heads back out to the mound. And is that going to be it for Oswald? It does appear that it will. So, we will take another break. There will be another pitcher. And Auburn will have the bases loaded again. Wichita State pitchers today have walked 16 guys. And we break away on this Talking Tigers podcast, Call to the Bullpen.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The new pitcher is Peyton Walters. He is from Garden City, Kansas. Garden City High School, Garden City Community College. 6'1", 185, a junior right-hander. And at the JUCO level, 8 starts, 12 relief outings over 2 years. Went 1-5 with a 12.66 earned run average. So Peyton Walters, another guy that has not gotten into a game until today for the Shockers. Walters is the
number 9, lucky number 9.
Is he 9?
I think so.
I think he's 8. 8th pitcher of the day. Might as well be 9. They have all had trouble finding the strike zone. Lepore walked 3 in an inning and a third. Wilkinson walked 3 in an inning. Iverson only walked 1 in 2/3 of an inning. Zayas walked 3 in a third of an inning. Bledsoe walked 2, didn't retire and out. Munns walked 2 in an inning and 2/3. Oswald walked 3 in 2/3 of an inning. And now Walters is on. And the first pitch to Fabian is a strike, 0-1.
It may be him for a while. They don't have the next guy getting loose yet.
Yeah. Tiger at every base. Here is Fabian with the Auburn on top, 16-6. The pitch called strike, 0-2. Fabian has walked a couple of times because everyone has. He's reached on a fielder's choice and he's flied out. And the 0-2 pitch to Derek. Lifted toward right, backing up Hayworth. Still backing up Hayworth. It's off the wall. It is high off the wall. And with 2 outs, runners are going. 2 are going to score. They'll wave the third runner home. He will score. A bases clearing 3-run double for Derek Fabian. And the Tigers are on top 19-6. On an 0-2 pitch, an opposite field double off the high wall. If it's not for the high wall, it's a home run.
And that ball, when it was first hit, I thought that was a medium fly ball.
Same.
Might be, and it just kept carrying with that wind. It kept carrying. The right fielder had no idea it was going to get to the wall and was out of position. That allowed Ballou to score from first.
So back to the top of the order, and Weiss, he takes a strike, 0-1. Weiss today, double, walk, walk, fielder's choice, fielder's choice. He scored 3 times from the leadoff spot. 19-6 Auburn. Pitch is popped up off the hands. That's backing out of play, and it's 0-2. Eighth man to bat here in the 6th inning for the Tigers. Hey, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to games or any other live event, SeatGeek's a place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. Those shadows now fully engulfing the home plate area. 0-1 pitch. That's lined into right. On comes Hayworth. He will make the catch charging forward, and the inning is over. But Auburn scores 4 more times. They do it on 2 hits. Several more walks, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Auburn leads it 19-6 in Jacksonville. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Take it from me, basketball season is a grind. That's why it's great to get away and recharge in my Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games and highlights on my flat-screen TV. Ah, relaxation. Check out the official truck of the Auburn Tigers at your local Ford dealer and tell them Bruce Pearl sent you. See owner's manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
9-1-2 due up for Wichita State here as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers lead 19-6. Just a heavy offensive day. And Jason, this obviously Wichita State has struggled on the mound today. They haven't been helped by a really tight strike zone, but they've struggled in general to throw strikes. You couple that with a team in Auburn that appears to be a veteran team that isn't going to play outside of itself. If you're going to throw outside the strike zone, they're going to let you throw outside the strike zone. That's kind of the recipe for what we've seen unfold here today as Will Stark steps in. Crotchfeld sends him ball 1 low.
It is. I was down taking photos, and I saw Gabe Gross, and I said, like, you got to be pretty pleased with the approach of your guys at the plate. Auburn has not veered. They haven't expanded their zone. They haven't done those things. They've stayed within themselves, and that's how you get a day like this where you're so productive at every level offensively.
The 1-0 is low. 2 balls, no strikes from Crotchfeld. Zach gave up a single, got a strikeout when he came on last inning. As we approach the 3-hour mark in this ball game, the 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes.
That's not what you want with a 19-6 lead, is a 3-0 count to the first hitter.
Yeah. The wind and the pitch. Strike 3-1. I guess the next game is scheduled for like an hour and 3 minutes from now, right? Iowa and Virginia?
Yes.
3-1 pitch. That's high and tight for ball 4. A leadoff walk to Stark. Let's see. For Auburn pitching,
been a few.
That's just the third.
Just a third.
Yeah. Third walk of the day. Now, there's been a couple of hit batters. Joseph hit a couple, and Keplinger hit one. So 3 hit batters to go along with 3 walks. Back to the top of the order, and this is Cam Durnan, pinch hitting. Durnan takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Johnson went 0 for 3. Durnan is 1 for 3 with a run scored. He pops up the 0-1 pitch back out of play. 0-2. His one hit was a double. He's also walked and he's struck out a couple of times. So he's gone up there hacking. The 0-2 pitch from Crotchfeld. It's on the way. That's lined into center field. A soft liner. It'll get over the head of Hernandez. Stanfield loses the hat. Comes to get it and get it back to the infield. First and second, nobody out. Let us pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly. Bottom of the sixth, 2 on, nobody out. This is Gannon Snyder, his second at bat of the ball game. He takes a strike, 0-1. Snyder doubled off of Keplinger last inning. Joseph Gonzalez went the first 4. Keplinger and Crotchfeld teamed up in the 5th. Zach back out there here in the 6th. And the pitch misses high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it's ground ball. Just get an out somewhere right here. That's the goal now. Start collecting outs with a 19-6 lead. And
you need 6 more outs.
6 outs.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 outs for the ball game as long as it stays like this. Here's the 1-1 from Crotchfeld. Swing and a miss at high heat. Snyder a little too aggressive there. It's 1-2. Let's see if they go try to do the same thing, or maybe if he goes with a slider here to counter that. 19-6 Tigers. 2 on, nobody out. The 1-2 pitch on the way. And that is swung on and
he caught it.
Tipped into the mitt. That should be 3, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's 3.
What? I don't understand what just happened here.
I don't either. Was that not a swing and a miss?
The ball must have gone in front of the plate.
Okay.
It hit the ground.
It hit the plate and bounced up.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought he caught that ball. All right, so still 1-2. The pitch. High and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Makes sense. Surely Auburn would have argued more vehemently if not. Oh well. Now the 2-2 from Zach. It's on the way. And it's fouled back. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice crowd is gathered. The Iowa team down behind the plate. They sat in that similar area before the game against Auburn last night. 2-2 pitch here to Snyder. Outside and low, and the count is full. Crotchfeld is in the saddle for a while here. I'd like to see him close this out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch clock down to 2, down to 1. Starts it right at 0. Pitch is swung and missed. Throw to third. Runner going. He's safe. The pitch was swung on and missed by Snyder. It's a strikeout for Crotchfeld for out number 1. And the double steal gets Stark down to third and Durnan to second. 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Double play is off the table. And Ryan Callahan steps into the left-handed batter's box. Crotchfeld to the dish. Breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. And Auburn needs 5 more outs. One 1-0 to Callahan. Breaking ball, missed up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Callahan today has singled and scored. He has driven in a run. He's also grounded out and fouled out. 1 for 3. He's 9 for 20 to start the season. 4 RBIs. 2-0 pitch. Fouled it off the hands to the screen. That was up and in. Callahan fought it off. 2-1. $19 runs on 10 hits for Auburn. 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Wichita State. Two-one delivery. Auburn's lefty fires it home. There's a fastball, strike 2. Shadows from the grandstand starting to creep on over into right field. And from behind home plate, it's on out into the infield grass just a little bit. Pitch fouled back again, still 2-2. Still beautiful blue skies, still windy. Auburn and Virginia tomorrow. Again, that's a 3 o'clock start. 3 Central. We're on the air at 2:45. Unless the game before ours goes inordinately long. Two from Crotchfeld to Callahan. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase a breaking ball down and in. Back-to-back strikeouts for Crotchfeld. And now 2 away in the 6th inning. Jaden Gustafson. Gustafson was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th inning. He is flied out and grounded out otherwise. 0 for 2. First pitch to him. At the knees for a strike. Off-speed delivery. 0-1. (19-6) Tigers. Bottom of the 6th inning. Crotchfeld deals, and that comes in and hit him. Up and in with a fastball. And Gustafson was hit by a pitch. He got out of the way, so it got him on the hand or the arm. I thought maybe for a minute it might have gotten the bat instead, the way it ricocheted off, but nope. No contesting from Auburn. That's the 4th hit batter for Auburn pitching today. Here's Derek Williams. Bases loaded, and the ball goes through the wickets to the backstop. Gathered, throw home, and it's not caught by Crotchfeld, so the runner scores from third. Bit of a high throw from Strickland. It kicked hard and straight back from the backstop, but the throw may have been a little late anyway. Stark comes in to score from third on the wild pitch. 19-7 the score. Dernan to third. Gustafson to second. A ball and no strikes to Williams. Williams has been hit by a pitch twice. He has doubled in a run. He has scored 1. So he's been on base all 3 times. Base hit here, and it's back to a 10-run game. The pitch. High ball 2.
Nobody throwing yet for Auburn, but
yeah.
I think sooner or later you're going to have to figure out somebody's got to be able to finish this game and get out of here. Zach can settle in. He's a strikeout guy. There's a couple of strikes here, and it can change the momentum in a hurry.
2-0 delivery. That's hit on the ground to second. Hernandez gloves and throws, and that will get Auburn out of the inning. Williams grounds out, and that'll do it. A run for Wichita State on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left in scoring position. We have played 6. Auburn's lead is 12. It's 19-7. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
WJDB 95.5 FM in Thomasville, where the Auburn Tigers and Atlanta Braves have played for over 35 years. We're Southwest Alabama's favorite radio station, home of the Hound Dog and Hot Country since 1956. The Morning Rush with Trey Rowell, weekdays beginning at 5 a.m. Local high school sports and outdoor programming. It's radio the way it was meant to be. Follow us on Facebook or listen online anywhere at WJDB955.com.
When you see the SEC student athlete, it's easy to picture the swing, the stance, the form. But look closer, and you'll see the heart, the brain, the clutch lab partner, the avid two-stepper, the pride of a hometown, and a little brother's hero. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
We're back in Jacksonville, 121 Financial Ballpark, home of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Got to head down to the souvenir store and get some Jumbo Shrimp gear tomorrow.
They got a couple of catchy things down there that are worth looking at for sure.
I think something for both kids. They'll enjoy that. We'll take care of that tomorrow. By the way, Auburn leads the game 19-7 as we go to the 7th inning. Ike Irish will lead it off for Auburn. If you have a youth baseball or softball team and you're interested in being anthem buddies in an Auburn baseball game this season, you can line up with the Tigers on the field for the national anthem, then get group tickets for the game. That's courtesy of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Just call the Auburn ticket office, register for a game, and secure your group tickets. Do that soon. They will fill up. All right, Irish, Pierce, and Miller, the first three for the Tigers here in the 7th inning. Peyton Walters goes back to work, and he misses low and outside for ball one. From the left side of the rubber, the right-hander Walters gets a swing and a miss from Irish on a high fastball. 1-1 the count. There is another right-hander who is throwing for Wichita State in their bullpen, just in case. That's Luke Agnew, a freshman. Pitch to Irish is popped up on the infield. Stark looking up into that blue sky. Nope, it's the shortstop, Johnson, who puts it away. Durnan, not Johnson, beg your pardon. It's a pop-up to the shortstop, and it's out number one in the 7th. Now, Bobby Pierce has been on base all 5 times. He's walked twice. He has reached on an error. He has singled. He has homered. He has scored 3 times today and driven in 2. One out, top of the 7th. Pierce takes a big cut and pops it back to the net. 0-1. Carson Myers for the Tigers tomorrow. Figure Christian Herberholtz to factor in again. There's a swing and a ground ball foul at the plate. 0-2. And the lack of Tanner Bauman in this game or the weekend so far, you got to figure he would factor into the plans tomorrow.
I think that is absolutely now the case, especially Virginia's a team that traditionally has some strong left-handed hitting.
Yeah.
So I think having that third option tomorrow is really big for Auburn.
Here is the pitch to Pierce. That's way upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Will Cannon just a handful of pitches last night as well.
John Armstrong, maybe.
I mean, you look at maybe all those guys. There wasn't a whole lot of use. 2 innings, I don't know that you'd bring back your freshman.
Maybe not.
But he's got might be good for a right-handed batter at some point.
Pitch to Pierce, popped up right side, foul territory. Snyder coming on in foul ground, the first baseman in the shadows. Got some backspin, carried it back to the line, but he made the catch, did Snyder, and that is out number 2. 2 down, and Gavin Miller to the plate for the 2nd time. Looking ahead, Hayworth, Johnson, and Burge 6, 7, and 8 in the order due up for Wichita State. If Auburn can just get 3 more outs, this game will end a little early. Well, it'll end before 9 full innings.
Yeah. From an inning standpoint, yes.
Yeah, swing and a miss.
Not
by
a
Miller.
time standpoint.
Nothing in 1, the count to Miller. The pitch. High fly ball to left. Williams under it. He's got the catch, and Auburn is retired in order for the first time today. 7th inning stretch time. Auburn needs 3 outs to win it. 19-7. Tigers in control. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Walks. That's your game recap. A ton of them in this ballgame. It starts there. It's not only that, but Auburn has benefited from 16 walks issued by Wichita State pitching. Auburn is at the plate. A couple of home runs for the Tigers today. 2 hit days for Bobby Pierce and Cooper McMurray. Cooper has driven in 6. He got it started with a grand slam in the first inning, part of a 5-run first. Obviously 5 wasn't enough. Obviously 7 wasn't enough. But still big days at the plate. 3 RBIs from Bobby Pierce, 6 from Cooper McMurray. Another homer for Bobby today. 3 runs scored for Weiss, 4 for Irish, 3 for Pierce, 2 for Mainers, 2 for Strickland in his first start behind the plate. Here's Zach Crotchfeld going back to work in the 7th. 19-7 the score. And Lane Hayworth takes ball 1 low. Just need 3 outs here in the 7th inning. And the game will end early. If that is the case, if that's what happens. First the 1-0. It's low, 2 balls, no strikes. For our affiliates down the line, we will forego the network breaks until we get to postgame. It'll be local breaks only, and we will play all of those local breaks. Here's the pitch. Missed high, 3-0. Hayworth, an RBI single back in the 5th. He was the last batter Keplinger faced, so the last guy before Crotchfeld. 3-0. Ball 4 low. And here's David Johnson. Johnson is homered. He has walked and he has singled. Miller holds Hayworth at first. How about a ground ball here? Here's the pitch. It's foul on the ground. 0-1 to Johnson. And thanks for being with us today. If today is like a yard work day, you've been able to get a lot done during this game.
Yeah, no excuses today.
Here's the pitch. Inside with a fastball. It's 1-1. Now we love hearing from people, and we've heard a lot this weekend that You know, you're able to get a lot done outside and enjoy listening to the games out and about. Part of the beauty of baseball on the radio. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, tailing away from Johnson. It's 1-2. Hayworth at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. The stretch by Crotchfeld. Wind blows out to left. The delivery. Bounce up there, blocked nicely by Strickland. Keeps the runner at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crotchfeld had a blend of short outings and longer outings a season ago. He is at 43 pitches here this time. His 2-2 offering is fouled straight back. Good cut by Johnson. 2-2. Johnson up to a 5 for 15. 333 average for the season. White batting gloves, grips the bat, waits. The 2-2 pitch. Here it is. It's grounded foul. The Iowa team waiting patiently behind home plate in the stands. I'm sure Virginia's down there somewhere. They thought they'd be on the field warming up at this point. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball is high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is action for Auburn in the bullpen now. And Hayden Murphy?
Yes.
Okay. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Bouncing ball, foul, pass first.
Heck of an at bat right here.
Yeah.
In a 19-7 game, just keep fouling off pitch after pitch. But if you're Zach, you're like, you got to make him put the ball in play right here.
Yeah. There's a right-hander loosening for Wichita State just in case the Shockers can get 3 on the board here and extend this game. Here's the throw to first. Hayworth slides back in head first. Auburn has out hit Wichita State 10-8 today, but on the scoreboard 19-7. Payoff pitch once again. Lifted left side, foul ground, and onto that grassy hill, where a youngster in orange dives in front of a youngster in black and gold. I don't know if that's Virginia orange or Auburn orange. I don't know if it's Wichita State black and gold or Iowa black and gold. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Another 3-2 pitch, due Johnson. Here it is. And that's lined into right center. It'll get down for a base hit. Stanfield on a hop, Fields. Taking third on the play is Hayworth. They're at the corners with nobody out. And here comes Alex Burge. Burge is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Nobody out in the inning. And that'll be it for Crotchfeld. Hayden Murphy will get the call. Crotchfeld exits, and Burge will face the righty, Hayden Murphy. 19-7, Tigers on top. They're 3 outs away from ending it early, but Wichita State has 2 on and nobody out. 19-7 our score. Bottom of the 7th, and Auburn makes the Berkshire Hathaway call to the bullpen.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and 0 sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Hayden Murphy's on for Auburn, 6'3", 191, sophomore from Chula, Georgia. One appearance this year, third of an inning, one hit allowed, one strikeout. Last year, 1-0, earned run average of 11, 12 appearances, 11 in relief, 18 innings pitched. He gave up 22 runs on 32 hits. Walked 8, struck out 11. Teams hit .386 against him last season. Murphy is on. He is the fourth pitcher of the day for the Tigers. In search of the final 3 outs here in the 7th inning, which would end the ball game if they can get him before the Shockers score 3 or more runs. Crotchfeld, an inning and a third. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 walks. He struck out 3, threw 2 wild pitches, hit a batter. He threw 49 pitches, 29 of them for strikes. And so Murphy, a hard-throwing righty, is on for the Tigers. Here's the situation. Hayworth is at third. Johnson is at first. Nobody out in the inning. I've got to think that the infield here will play double play depth. They'd give up a run to get 2.
Absolutely. You could. They give up 2 to get 2 at this point.
That's right. Yeah, 2 runs can score, and the run rule can still be in effect.
Yes. Hayden Murphy is electric. He has really good stuff. Will the command be there?
Right.
That's the thing. And Wichita State, hey, you got to give them credit. They've done a pretty good job of staying in at the plate, too. They could have easily just whiffed and gone home.
The hits are almost even in this game. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Auburn has 10. Wichita State has 9. So the runners lead from first and third. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Murphy. That's down and away. 2-0.
The main goal right now, throw strikes, get ahead.
Yeah.
That's the main goal that you have with a 12-run lead. And Zach Crotchfeld didn't do that well enough, and not a good start for Hayden Murphy right now.
The 2-0 delivery. Ground ball to second. Hernandez goes to second for 1. On to first. High throw. Got him. Double play. 4-6-3. Miller kept a toe on the bag to receive it. A run scores, but Auburn turns 2 away in the 7th. And that's our defensive play of the game, presented by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
Huge ground ball. Javon Hernandez with a long flip. I mean, that was a long flip to Cooper Weiss, and a really good turn there. Gavin Miller, a good job of staying on the bag.
Mm-hmm. And now the batters will start. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. Stark today has walked a couple of times. He has grounded out to first. The pitch.
Nope.
Just missed the outside corner. 2-0.
Back to our early innings right there. Pretty good pitch.
Yeah. 19-8 the score now, the pitch. Fouled at the plate. 2-1.
I mean, you'd never admit it, but for Wichita State, too, you're kind of going like, let's just get this thing over with.
Well, they've used almost everybody.
I mean, they don't have
their
I
bullpen.
don't know what you do. Yeah, you're just like, hey, we want to keep swinging, but we wouldn't mind going back to the hotel and getting dinner.
They got a game tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Just missed the outside corner.
Buddy, getting paid by the minute.
Buddy. 3-1 pitch. Same spot. Ball 4. Gracious. He didn't miss those last 3 by a combined 5 inches.
And for about 2 innings, those were strikes. Mason Maynard struck out on a pitch that was probably at least a little bit outside of those.
Here's Cam Durnan. We're on the air with basketball in an hour. The pitch. Down and in, ball 1. Durnan singled in the 6th. Auburn needs 1 out. Infield plays the right-handed hitter to pull. Murphy deals. And that is yanked foul left side over near the bullpen area.
I think he was waiting on the fastball there.
Yeah. 1-1 the count. So the runner at first. (19-8). Auburn on top. 1-1. Hit him. First and second. Now if Gannon Snyder finds a gap. He doubled back in the 5th, by the way. He is 1 for 2.
Yeah, you're Hayden Murphy just like, hey, what do you feel like you have control with right here? And just throw those things. You need to throw strikes right here. Make somebody beat you.
Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside edge. That strike's been there today.
Yeah.
Outside to the righties.
Yeah. And it is not even close. The other pitch is inside the zone. We're not even close to that.
Yep.
Just stay out there. That's a hard pitch to hit.
The 0-1 from Hayden. Say, got strike 2.
Just if you're Kel Strickland, they'll set up 6 inches outside that and see if he'll give it to you. But stay out there.
Yeah. All right, a strike away.
Yeah, don't worry about trying to get inside, pitch inside. None of that. Just stay out there.
The 0-2 delivery. Ground ball right side. Backhand knocked down by Miller. He won't have a throw. Everybody will be safe, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. An 0-2 pitch. Snyder just stuck the head of the bat out there and rolled it. Miller playing well off the line. Ran to his right, knocked it down, but didn't have a play. Infield single. Stark at third. Durnan at second. And here's Ryan Callahan. Callahan is 1 for 4 with an RBI single and a run scored, and the first pitch is a called strike, outside corner. He's hit it on the ground, he's hit it in the air, and he is struck out, aside from his base hit. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off to the screen, it's 0-2. Again, Murphy 1 strike away from giving Auburn a 6-0 start to the season. The Auburn fans get behind Murphy. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Auburn wins in 7. The Tigers, with an offensive explosion today, beat Wichita State 19-8. The Tigers are 6-0. Stay tuned. More to come. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Dewana Bonner.
I don't know. That's crazy that my jersey is going to be up there. My name is being mentioned with those people, because those are some amazing basketball players, amazing people that has accomplished some great things. But for me to be up there alongside them is such an honor. To be up there in Auburn, period, that is just because we know how Auburn is. It's a big family. Athletics is huge here, and it's just